Had the song involved and everything.
Damn, nice. I'm just gonna say it's not. I don't have a song as much as I would love to have that. I can't sing, and neither could I get a guitar at work. So
No. It was towards the end of our first batch of the Tyranny of Dragons.
and
she went full bard on it.
Damn. Well, I hope this will. I hope you guys like this. I hope so. I do hope. So it's a page long, but trust me, it won't take that long.
Hey,
For your
look!
sake, I hope I like it too.
Streaming.
Oh yeah.
And our spider friend.
Oh, hey, Spider Friend.
Yes.
He just bobbing along there.
Oh god, Craig is playing all sorts of stupid right now. What is wrong with him?
Go with your spider friend.
What did he do this time?
Nothing. Like, I had messaged him about the volleyball thing because I didn't want to, tell Ben because I'm keeping secrets from the DM, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
Wait, what? Volleyball?
Volleyball. It's fine.
I am also confused. What?
Look over there.
It is not fine. What is the volleyball?
Everything is fine. Nothing is ruined.
Oh wait, we're already live?
Everything is ruined forever.
Wait a minute.
You're going to drive me mad, Sid.
I'm sorry. Hey! Wow, Casey, 14 months in a row. Woo!
Yay!
Yay! Little spider is happy.
Wahoo!
Look, 2 dragons.
I need to get
1
Kyle on
ounce of
making more
pure
widgets.
silver.
More widgets, Kyle. More widgets. He's not listening to me. He's just playing Magic.
I do not like the current tournament format.
Shuck it, Trebek.
Shuck it long and shuck it hard.
That's literally what he just said.
Oh no.
Joe, your powers are weak. They have awakened the beast, but the beast disobeys you and does not show up.
You don't have
think-
enough
I think
badges.
Craig
to
thinks that
train
we're starting at 8:30, so that's probably the problem.
Well, do we have time for a recap? Yeah, maybe some recap.
Still?
I think he's getting things together.
I think he's on. I think he started his recap, but he forgot to hit the unmute button. Like he's
Oh,
10
no.
minutes in.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm practicing. Don't
And
worry.
we're
about it.
all
Don't
like
worry about it.
rudely interrupting him.
Yo, don't worry about it.
It's like, why are they talking over me?
It's like, wow, what rude people.
Oh, Craig responded in general chat. Might be
Oh,
a couple
what?
minutes tardy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Responded like 5 minutes ago, and I didn't know it.
All right. I mean, we're waiting for him, right?
Bad joke.
That's the DM on top of everything.
Because we are waiting on him, right? Because he's kind of a key player in this start.
Is he a key
We're
player in
waiting
your
on him.
recap?
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, no, but like,
He doesn't care about the recap. I mean, let's be real here. He'll watch it.
recap.
Recap. Oh, are we not doing that?
Silence.
Wait, are we actually doing this now?
Are we doing a countdown? A drum roll?
Silence.
Oh
Ah,
fuck! Oh fuck!
Peyton.
Okay.
Swear to God. Feeling mute happy today. Don't get on my
What
list.
did you just say, Peyton?
Something loud. I don't know.
He
I
said
was about to
something.
yell
like-
beyond thought.
I'm so glad we're streaming this, by the way. This has got to be very
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. I'm super
Quality
excited for
content.
this.
My employer will be so proud of me.
I'm not editing this out of the goddamn YouTube thing, so deal with
Don't.
Oh,
I wanted.
please
I
don't.
want this to be in there.
I same. I want this to be remembered forever.
Yeah, we're really fucking opening the kimono here.
Yeah.
it. Gross.
Yep.
Stop talking about your work, Ben.
We
I
don't
don't
wear
know.
we don't.
I don't know.
The
I was
people
going for like a hospital
wear
gown thing.
kimonos.
And I
They
don't
wear.
know.
They do wear hospital gowns.
I mean, that's
sometimes.
close, right? I mean,
But
puts a floral
Those
pattern
open
on
in
it
the back, Sin.
and make them out of silk or something. Yeah, they're
Silk.
backwards
Fucking
kimonos.
made of money.
I feel like you have kimono and bathrobe confused.
Eh,
They are different.
eh.
They're quite different, actually. One is a bathrobe, and the other is a traditional piece of clothing.
Are you arguing that a bathrobe isn't a traditional piece of clothing?
Yeah,
Walmart
was
would
pretty
disagree
ingrained in
with
our
you, sir.
culture at this point.
I wouldn't call it that. You wouldn't wear a bathrobe to a temple.
Says
Normally.
you.
You wear traditional. What do you go in jeans to a temple? Why'd you choose
Are you
temple?
one of those people? I've seen people walking like on the subways with a bathrobe. I'm like, I'm really questioning what's under that.
Usually boxer shorts, a stained t-shirt, you got to be holding a newspaper that's sort of wrinkled in one hand, coffee that's not quite warm, and you got to have like one slipper that's so beat to death because you wrestled out of the mouth of your dog that it's just sort of like flopping half off your foot.
And you also have to be a fat orange cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I
it
guess-
has to be Monday.
it could be Monday.
Bullets don't hurt me, huh?
I feel like Peyton's in a different.
I hated that.
It's just on a different octave than everybody else. I swear to God. You make my audio thing just spike up. It's like, whoa, what was that? It was a monster.
It's Peyton.
I don't try to speak aloud.
Oh, it's fine. He's 12. Desktop audio. It's good.
Sim, we
I
got to
do-
get you like the compression settings on there because you can just basically take it so that if we go above a certain level, it just like makes us quiet.
Well, when I have time, I'm going to create different inputs for everybody, and then I'll just make Peyton squeal like a girl. And no matter how deep his voice goes, it'll just be pitched up.
Oh, I love it. Please make him be on helium the entire time. Don't even tell him.
As
Don't even tell
Augustus, ordering us all around.
him. And you will be going over there.
I have the ultimate battle plan.
Wow.
We will rise to power!
I don't like that.
Wait, okay, actually, Peyton, I'm really curious.
What?
What's the highest you can go with your voice?
Okay, hold on. Let me turn it down first.
Yeah,
God damn it. You
I
fucking-
need to
that's a
know.
dangerous sort of
Okay,
question.
I mean, okay, that doesn't mean it's loud. I want to know how high pitched you can go.
I'm all right. Let's find out.
What
No,
just
like
happened
talking,
there?
like actually talking.
Yeah, like in voice.
Yeah,
You didn't
like a
specify
talk.
that, to be clear.
That's almost normal. That's almost like a normal person's voice, actually.
No,
I've heard-
that's fairly squeaky.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's really that high.
I mean, I wasn't thinking it was terribly high either.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, wow.
They did fine.
You know,
I-
your
I've heard-
most accurate character was that robot. I swear to God, like that was meant for you.
Rob.
Stupid.
Yes.
Rob, yeah, for the fucking crazy alien robot race, you're just like, Rob.
May I get an example? I'm curious.
Burn bright.
I was a Rob the robot.
Yes.
There's
I
no
am
example.
very
It's just
creative.
Peyton talking.
Robot or robot?
Yes.
Perfect.
Robin.
All right, we still don't know anything from Baluta, do we?
Yeah, he's preparing himself to join.
I'm
but
cursing
I
him.
think... Yeah, don't curse him. That's
Done. It's already done. No takesy backsies.
This is not gonna bode well for rolling tonight.
Oh,
We need to roll well, man. We have like 30 people on our tail.
nah, it's fine.
Do we? I'm excited that. Yay,
If you roll
Joe!
poorly, we die.
Oh, damn. Another 14.
Wait, what?
Subbin.
Joe believes in this channel.
He really, really does.
I believe.
I believe that Craig will show up someday. And if not, we'll just, play his character for him. You hear me, Craig? You listening?
You see, you gotta play to Craig's strengths. Craig's strengths are interrupting mid-thing. So if we just get the reminder started, he will barrel in like 8 words into it.
I swear to God, I'll kick him.
Just kick him out.
I'm looking at all like the cool stuff that I have that I never use.
You know, Zephyr, as soon as you start your recap, he's going to come in.
Hmm?
And you say, hey, guys, sorry I'm late.
All right, let's do this then. Let's do this. All right, so
That is what will summon. That is
All
what will
right.
summon Craig.
So last week, guys, we were playing D&D, and you know what we did? You know what we did? We played it, and then we played some Capture the Flag, and holy shit, guys, we played D&D. He's not here yet.
Pause.
I feel like you were phoning that in.
Maybe he knew that was not the real intro.
Yeah,
Come on,
that
do
sounded
it.
perfect.
Do it.
That sounded
Do
so
it.
genuine.
Do it. Come on. Do it.
Are we actually okay? Are we just starting then?
Yeah.
Are we actually just starting?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much okay. So keep in mind the last week we had, what was it, like 5 weeks of downtime?
We did.
All right, so we're kind of starting off there. And oh wait, he's typing in the chat. Wait a minute. You were right. Okay, I'm actually going to tell you in a second. Okay, now we gotta wait. Or he's just gonna come right in the middle. This was foretold.
Just start. He doesn't want to buy chairs or listen to recaps. He's like a what can I hit kind of guy.
He doesn't want to buy chairs?
Come on,
Never
Ben.
mind,
It was me and you,
It's okay.
Beds. Does that
He sits
help?
on the floor. He sits on the floor.
It was literally me and you, Ben. Like literally. Sims?
Was
No. Bueller?
Oh,
Oh. I'm hurt now, Ben. Genuinely. I thought that was a moment.
Did you do a
I thought it was
scene
a
at some point
moment.
that I was a part of?
And it was just, we had a moment where we were buying chairs, and I thought we were sharing stuff, and
When the fuck were we buying chairs in this?
Waterdeep. God damn it!
Oh, god damn it!
You forgot the chairs.
You forgot our special fucking moment, you asshole!
They're
Sin,
Adirondacks.
Sin, that was 3 months ago.
Oh my
I can
God.
hardly remember the name of the woman who died this morning.
Oh my god! Well, how the fuck are we supposed to make jokes now, Ben? Huh? You think about that?
Exactly.
Did she think about that before she died? God.
Sin.
No, clearly.
Sin. It's 2019. You don't make jokes anymore.
All too soon. It's always too soon.
It's all slightly veiled meta commentary.
Yeah.
That was a lie. I do remember her name, but I can't tell it to you without breaking the laws.
Yeah, don't do that. No lover.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Wait a second. Where'd the recap go? Recap!
No, well, now the more we wait, the more he's gonna interrupt right in the
I'll
middle.
just mute everybody else but you, and then you'll just be talking to
Bruh.
yourself until you recap.
No, it's fine to have heckling. That's fine.
Recap. Come on, fire it up.
Recap.
Okay, fine. All right. So with the idea in mind that I swear to God, he's gonna join random. Okay. So with the idea in mind that last session we had about 5 weeks of downtime, I'm gonna be doing a bit of a recap in terms of Siltorn's point of view. So here we go. With weeks going by and the blue skulls nigh, Augustus's training had ensued. Playing games and reading books with just a couple of hours a morning, a rite of passage was pursued. A final game of Capture the Flag with I and Beludo, Kragus and D, we had played with glee, and of course, ending with a humble loss by yours truly. Now, with the blue skulls on our streets, we can no longer hide in our sheets. Ready for war, a parley was to be had, a speech to be given, and now the enemy at our door. Preparing we did, Augustus so slipped, and I had found the truth. A mere bathhouse we were not, we were a gang with death on our front. No time. Enemies here, a tough battle of wits and speech, it was quite clear. Offered to join our enemies. Nay, a battle was fought, arms had been flung, and our plan had been sprung. With Beludo at our front and the others were close behind, our victory was quite easy to find. The cowardly boss, his face finely shone, scowling and prodding, but nay did we listen. Another bout and scuffle and a whine for help in order. The fight had ended, with this blue skull coward on our shoulder. And that's the recap.
Yay!
Well done.
And he joined!
Perfect!
What did I tell you? He was waiting for it.
You just missed it.
The summoning chant.
Alright,
You just missed the recap.
and with that, I'm gonna mute everybody and start the intro. Yay! Welcome, Beludo.
Welcome,
Yo!
Balut.
Ooh.
Oh, that's phone Craig, it sounds like.
Okay.
Hey.
What now? Oh, sorry, echo or something?
Oh, no, you just sound like you're talking to us from, like, a fucking toilet.
Yep. I am talking from the toilet of my car. On
That's
speakerphone.
lovely.
That's oddly accurate.
Is
Yeah.
that one of the optional accessories?
Yeah, do.
It's a microphone setting.
No, I was talking about a toilet setting.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
quite sure that sounds.
I don't know how to make it
Like one of
better,
those
sorry.
loungers just in the car.
It's fine. You're
Just-
Yeah,
fine.
you're good.
Yeah, the car picks up Bluetooth, so as soon as it Bluetooths up, it goes through my speakers, so that means you get the quality sound that you're hearing right now.
Question: are we gonna be hearing road rage?
No. You might be hearing a McDonald's order for my wife.
Oh my god, you're subjecting your wife to all of this.
Hello, Beludo's wife.
Hello, Balloon.
No. She's not in the car. I went to go get it while she was,
Ah.
There you
Even
go.
better. Even
I
better.
see how it
division of
is.
duties. That's how we roll. I'm the hunter-gatherer. I'm gathering chicken nuggets right now.
An important skill.
Truly,
Alrighty.
this is human evolution.
Okay, anyway, hello. Welcome to session 4.
Yeah.
You should all be level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, I have 5.
I will destroy you
Wait,
and
5.
everything you know and love.
He got more than me.
Yeah, it's only
Wait, I
3.
thought
You
we
should
were
be
going
5
straight to
too.
level 20.
No, stop.
Well, if
It's
he
not
gets
funny.
5, then I want 2 guns. Two more guns. Let's be clear.
Are we done?
We idled too long, Ben. This is no good. Just scratch it.
Anyway,
It's perfect.
bring it back in. Hey, remember the horde of men and women pouring down the street at you?
I do.
I
Yeah.
remember they're chasing after us, yeah?
They're getting closer.
Oh boy. Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
Boludo, you can uncomfortably, but not over encumbredly, carry this Goliath.
Yeah, sure.
You have a Goliath over Boludo's shoulder. You have a.
I'm not going to make my order.
Okay.
Get us a Happy Meal.
What do I have?
Wait, is he telling us to be quiet?
No, he's muting himself.
He muted.
I wonder if they can hear us. That'd be great.
Oh.
He's playing D&D. He's a total fucking nerd.
Hold the
I
letter.
want 2 number 9s, number 12.
Your shake machine better work.
You can definitely hear us. Okay. All right. We'll
Yes.
in the meantime, and I hope I don't need to repeat this for him. You have the surrendered Gavarzur over the shoulder of Boludo. You have the disarmed, literally, body of the blue tiefling Hakath, whose name I don't think you knew. Maybe it was
I don't think we got his name.
once.
I don't think we had it.
Well, you don't have it yet, then. But it's a blue tiefling on the ground in front of D, I believe. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that pronunciation. Wenry? And a large number of people sprinting towards you, weapons drawn. What do you do?
Guys, we should really get the hell out of here. Like now? Alright?
Yeah, Sugar, time to split. And Dio kind of grabbed the tiefling over the shoulder of the tiefling and try and run after Boludo. I'm like, those earrings are so sparkly.
I wouldn't touch those just yet. It looked a little weird, but
Wait,
No,
we're
I'm
running?
just,
We
I'm
have
just
more
gonna-
pressing matters.
but I'm just gonna tap in him and yell. It'll be funny.
I don't think that's how that works.
It will. It's totally funny.
All right, go for it.
No.
yes.
No. No, are we running?
Mhm.
Are we?
Yeah,
what are we?
we need to get the fuck out of here.
Which way? I feel like we're all like standing in a circle, going, "Are we going? Where are we leaving? Are we
South. This way.
South?
Yep.
There is a group of people 30 yards away to the north.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
assuming
okay.
you run south, yeah?
I'm
Yep.
grabbing my
Yep.
guns and yelling at Dean not to touch the pretty shiny things.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
Do we
You
go
know, I
back?
will roll initiative for you if you don't mind.
Yes, please do so.
Somebody light the hay on fire.
Do we have?
I don't think anyone has the capability
What?
unless someone's got fire on hand. Oh wait, no, I have torches.
Not with lighting. Just keep running.
What?
Nobody needs to move their actual tokens.
Are we
Okay.
moving
What
back?
we're doing here. We don't move. Don't touch anything. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to move. If you have moved your tokens, you don't need to move them back. Just leave everything where it is. We don't need to worry about it. Okay. We are going to go into a narrative skills challenge. The rule set that I posted in the chat. Did everybody understand it?
Somewhat, seemingly. Yeah, I think so.
If anybody has any questions, I'm basically playtesting this on
You should
right
explain
now.
it for the audience, Ben, and all your thoughts behind it. What is a skill challenge?
I was going to.
Good.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is.
So,
Yeah, explain it for the
Just
audience.
eat your
this
McNuggets,
is
Ben.
a narrative. Silence. The narrative skills challenge is essentially an action sequence, a non-combat action, or we'll leave it in an action sequence. Now, it does have other utilities, but for now, we'll leave it at that, where the party needs to achieve a goal through use of their skills instead of their combat prowess. Like, we're not necessarily fighting here. There can technically be combat involved, but it will all be skill rolls, all d20 plus skill. The way we start a narrative skills challenge, copyright, is I asked you, the party, what size die you would like to roll. This will determine how many successes and how many failures need to be reached before the skill challenge is over. So I ask that to you now. Debate amongst
100.
yourselves.
Literally
You.
just said that in Twitch chat.
If my university exams have taught me anything, the more chances to fail you have, the better.
So, do you want to do?
'Cause
So can we choose like 3d6, or does it have to be one die?
A one die roll.
Can we do a d20?
Yeah,
I
Does
can
it have
almost
to
hear
be
him
real
editing
die?
the rules.
D20
Could it be
seems
like a 1d13?
Can I do the percentage die?
It has to be one of the 7 main die sizes: D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, or D20.
Right, so no percentile dice.
Bugger.
Dang.
let's
I
go
would
20. Let's make the halfling roll it, and then they can use luck.
No,
fuck?
not allow that.
I'm not gonna use my.
The halfling is not rolling this die.
Hey!
You are the people.
I'm still going in for 20. I think that's gonna give us our best chance of a
Why can't they have like
high number.
racist?
I would also say a 20 because again, the more chances that we actually have to fail is nicer.
So this is
Oh,
directly
yeah, D20.
We can fail more and still be
Related.
okay.
to the length of the skill challenge.
Yes.
Yes, this is determining the length of the skills challenge.
Well, we could do like a D10. That's still, I think, okay, right? If we don't want to take like forever on this.
I'm leaning towards a D10 just because we have absolutely no idea how long this could stretch out to.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
I will cave in.
All right. D10. The vote has
You
been
still
made.
don't get the earrings, D.
These are my earrings. They just happen to be wearing
Earrings. The
Wait, why
earrings
wouldn't we
are
just
still
do a
attached
D4?
to the respect.
Why wouldn't we just do a D4? That seems like the least amount of work to do.
Because that's the
them. Higher
other end of the
chance of
spectrum.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then if we have very few chances to fail. Essentially, like, if we fail once, it weighs way more than failing once on a D10.
But I do like your tactic of least amount of work to do, Craig. That's very,
I mean, yes.
very Boluto-like.
It has its upsides.
The fail threshold is 1/2 the success threshold, so having a few extra attempts so that we can get our odds back in our favor is slightly good.
Yeah.
That's a loser's mentality, but okay, sure.
I mean, it's taking like a 4-question test versus a 100-question test.
Yeah,
I'd rather take the 100. It's more work, but it's like, I'm probably going to do better.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
I'm
That's
hearing
a
a D10, yes?
Yeah, D10 I
D10.
think is best. At least for now.
7.
7.
Okay.
So, that is, you have to reach 13 successes before you reach 10 failures.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. We can do that. Hopefully.
Which is basically 3 to 4 rounds, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly.
That's a good time period. It's equivalent to a quick combat.
All right. So how exactly are we doing this? So
Thankfully, it looks like our heroic leader gets to go first.
oh, perfect.
That does not
That's one, right?
what it looks like.
No, that's Winry. That's Winry.
What?
All
that's
So-
Winry.
That is Winry's token.
To nail down exactly what your goals here are, you are trying to escape with your prisoners, not
Yes.
just simply escape. If you succeed wholeheartedly, you get away from this group with both of these prisoners. If you fail, they take the prisoners from you and you get your asses kicked. No combat, you just essentially get knocked unconscious and left in the dirt.
Okay.
You can drop the tiefling to remove 3 failures. You can drop the Goliath to immediately escape the challenge.
I'd say drop the tiefling.
We're not just dropping him. If we have to get rid of the tiefling, I have a plan. But
Oh, I like that.
Murder him first. I like it.
I mean, that's
You have to drop
evidence.
him alive,
Not
or it's
directly.
not gonna count.
Fully intact?
Can we make the drop
That
decision halfway through?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's the. I would even like if you make it now, you're removing 3 failures out of 0, so you're not getting any benefit.
okay.
Okay.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay, I see.
I thought it was like
I thought you were
the
increasing
total.
the
Got it.
threshold.
Got it. Yep.
It is negating.
No.
I gotcha.
I am-
Okay.
I am giving you that. Oh shit, we're in a bad spot. Let's
Okay.
cut some of our lot. Let's cut some of these sandbags and try to drift high.
All right,
Oh
that
my
sounds
god,
good.
you are so heavy, but I really want those earrings.
Just cut off his ear. We didn't have to
Just
drop
rip
him
him out.
intact. There was no rules.
Okay, it is rude to maul future gang members.
Just cut his ear off.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
okay.
pays their dues.
You say rude, but it's more like we shouldn't care.
Or if you want to go full metal, like while you're carrying him, just bite it off.
See, he's already one of us. Listen to the bard.
Hey,
He
this
is
is
like-
out of character.
What? Still,
Real
what kind of
quick
gang
hint.
you think we are?
Guys that would lie to me for months and months on end.
We didn't lie to you.
We're
We
weaks.
deceived you.
Right? Weak
We
son?
twisted the truth.
It was all in your contract.
Severely.
Beludo. It's all fucking
Either
right
way.
there. You just didn't read it.
Anyway,
I've seen some of the girls you told were pretty.
wow.
Telling you, you let us idle for too long, and this is what you get. It's an uphill battle now.
I didn't let you do shit. I asked you to. Anyway, the remainder of the rules for the skills challenge is we go into initiative like we have done. When you are first up, you may choose any skill you.
So if I
The
don't,
next person. Sorry, you go ahead.
so if I don't skill, I can help the next person in line.
Yes, that is one of the options. You may use the help action on your turn.
Okay.
Any action has to follow the following rule. On a player's turn, they may use any skill except the one that they used on their previous turn, or the one that was used by the previous player immediately in initiative. So if Wenry, you took the acrobatics skill, not sure if that's one you're good at. Beludo, you couldn't also then take the acrobatics skill.
Darn.
But then on Wenry's next turn, Wenry also could not take the acrobatics turn or skill again. So you have to use multiple skills and this and that and the other thing to make it. It's just make it interesting. It's like, oh, I'm going to do the one thing.
Character diversity.
Yeah. So, I think we may begin. Wenry, describe the use of a skill that you would like to use.
I would like to
You
describe helping Beludo, because he's carrying one of those fucking things that we need, and yeah, I'm sure he knows what to do. He's a smart guy.
Okay. Ignore your placement on the map. How do you help him?
That was my other question. Does it matter if we're near the person that we're trying to help, or we just have to try and describe?
No, absolutely not. Just describe. Your placement on the board is ignored. You are moving around freely off of the grid.
I think, which one is Beludo carrying? Not the tiefling, right? The heavy.
Beludo is carrying the
Goliath.
boss, Goliath.
Yeah, I'll just say, you got the most important one. I bet they'll all totally back off if we take the big guy away from them. Just let's get back to a secure place. We'll put him in the basement of holding.
Do you perhaps grab his legs? Grab a leg?
I think I would have to reach up high to grab a leg, so I'll make sure there's nothing in front of Beludo's path, I guess. Because there's
Perfect.
I'm not helping carry that. That thing is like twice my height right now.
Absolutely it is. I just wanted a funny mental image, but you've done...
I'm rolling barrels out of the way.
You got to move that cart still.
Oh yeah, and take my guns out of it.
You don't necessarily have to.
I can do that, right?
But,
Please, can I have my
yeah,
guns?
you can.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. You definitely police the grass already. Beludo.
Yes.
You are under the effects of the help action.
Sweet.
What skill would you like to use?
Combat.
Better
attack.
yet, what would you like to do?
I'd like to attack.
Told you,
Attack
Ben.
what? Attack what?
Oh, I thought we were just picking skills.
Yeah,
I haven't.
skills up.
I've been listening to you guys intermittently, and I just heard we're picking a skill. That's a skill I feel like I'm quite adept at.
You're trying to escape.
We're running away.
You're trying to escape from way too many dudes to fight.
Okay.
Skills as in acrobatics, athletics, etc., etc.
Your literal skill
How
list.
you are carrying a Goliath. How would you like to escape?
By running.
Would you like to do that athletically? Yes. Sure. Roll athletic with advantage.
Okay.
Is that Ben rolling it? Are you? Oh.
Okay, here we go. Hey, 22.
Hey.
Thank you for the help. Those barrels.
Oh, one thing I should say. The DC for all of the rolls in this skill challenge is 13.
Yeah, that's good to know.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't have your sunglasses on, so you can't see the barrels. Just keep running.
Yeah. Well, I can't jump over them, you know.
Not carrying somebody else, you can't. But normally you're really good at it, though.
All right. Next up, Silthorn.
Okay.
You may not use the athletics skill.
I won't be, trust me.
I know. I
I'm
figured.
I'm actually pretty good at it. I have like a +3. But so I'm gonna throw you a bit of an oddball. I want to use deception on our party.
Describe what you would like to do.
I'm literally running along. Just like, come on, guys, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I think that you go.
Use deception.
Roll deception.
Yes. Go on. 26.
No, that's a 20. You don't get the help action.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
still sufficient.
Oh, yeah, 20. I have it on advantage. My bad. 20.
All right. So you guys see Silthorn very convincingly egg you guys on and whip you guys into a frenzy. It's just like, let's go. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna be okay.
Of course we are. Stop being annoying.
And you all move a little bit faster.
Mm.
Not mechanically faster, but just so it can count as a success here. Augustus, what would you like to do?
As our ever so brave leader, Augustus will take the lead and be looking down every alleyway, look in every direction, just trying to find the best route out.
Climb every mountain, ford every stream. Yeah, I get it.
Our good perception.
Roll it.
All right. Can I use bonus actions during this little weird phase?
If you if you describe one of your actions that you can take normally in combat, we'll have to kind of tailor that towards a skill. It's skill rolls only.
Yeah, it's my I can bonus action help.
I
can understand. Okay.
But you can't that'll follow since that's something you just got from your class. I'll allow that as part of the skills challenge.
Thank you, Ben.
But again, you can't use it next round.
That's fair.
But you
That's
can
fair.
use it the round after.
All right. So yeah, Augustus will be looking down hallways, yada 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 yada, and then to flavor that
So,
bonus action help, he'll kind of be he'll be stopping after picking a new direction and making sure everyone gets down it and then catching back up, kind of thing.
Excellent.
Cool.
That's a success. That's definitely a success.
And the bonus action help will go to.
It has to go to the next person in initiative.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, D.
So as Dee starts sprinting along, she'd like to just one-handedly grab all the harnesses and traces and things that would be attached to the cart and loop them around the other one, tug in just the right way, and use animal handling to kind of pull that barrier together so that as we're sprinting away, the folks behind are even more slowed down.
Are you handling an animal?
I'm handling an animal's harness.
This sounds more like an athletics roll.
I mean, I could do that athletically, I suppose.
Since there's not an animal
Yeah.
present.
I mean,
D's the animal.
this tiefling was an absolute animal last
We're
night.
treating him like an animal.
So she just athletically hauls things, throws things, and then takes off running with advantage, I think.
Yes.
Whoa, crap, no.
Ooh.
Oof.
Wow.
That's fine.
Lady and gentlemen, that's your first failure.
That's
We're
a good
3 to
thing
1,
that-
still 3 to 1.
Apologies.
3-1. Hey, that's why the DC's 13.
This would have gone so much better if I would have been able to use animal handling.
I mean, if we
Would
used
it-
a
would it
D4,
have-
this would have been
How
done.
much higher is your animal handling than a +6?
He's good with animals, man.
You got a +20 animal handling, bro.
So that's it for D.
All right, Krakus.
All right, I think Krakus will run up to Bluto and try to help him carry the Goliath by using, I don't know. Can I use athletics, or is
I just used it,
Well,
so athletics off the
yeah.
table.
damn it? I thought it was
Yep.
athletics. Okay,
Can he
I don't
help
know how you
anybody
help-
but
nature check me.
You.
What is the right place to grab a Goliath from?
Ooh, that's a tricky question.
Krakus likes to get up close and personal.
You can use the help action. The help action isn't really a specific narrative thing. You can technically be helping Boluto, but Wenry would still get the advantage.
That's fine.
Help action it is. All right. Wenry,
all right. So
you actually have to do something. this
Yeah.
turn.
it's okay. I'm gonna do something. So I know that you said we're not really paying attention to exactly where we're positioned, but can we reasonably assume that Boluto is moving forward?
Absolutely.
And the people are still chasing
Bluto's
us.
constantly moving forward. Yes.
Cool. I have successfully, I think, moved barrels out of the way. So I'm gonna, kind of let Boluto pass me a little bit and yell towards the group wherever they may be, and be like, "Swear to God, you come any closer, I'll fucking kill him." And I'm trying to intimidate him.
Do it up. With advantage.
Oh, weird.
Doesn't matter. They slow up just.
Damn right. And I'll slowly back away, but I'm like brandishing my not intimidating palm pistols at him.
A gun is still a fucking gun. Like,
I mean, it probably looks pretty
You know.
big in my hands.
that's
Reasonable.
probably true. All right, Boluto, you are carrying a man.
I am. I would like to continue to retard their progress. And after I hear Renry start with the intimidation, I think I'd like to double down and try to persuade them to not come any closer, because look what happened to their boss. And clearly, they're not as strong as their boss.
Yeah, what he said.
Ipso facto, we kill all of you. Meanwhile, I'm kind of huffing.
Okay. What skill?
Persuasion.
Roll it up. That'll do.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, Silthorn.
All right. So I did bring my guitar with me. Funnily enough, I did bring it. So I kind of like running down the street. I'm like, oh yeah, wait. Start playing essentially a theme song for the chase. When I use performance.
Like a marching beat, right?
Yeah. I'm giving everyone like a theme song right now. You know, like that
Yeah, it's
chase
like
sequence music.
114
Baluto's
per
like
minute,
Shrek
you know?
Some as he bursts through a barrel into the main street.
Oh, I moved those out of the way, damn it.
Actually, you're right.
Doesn't matter.
So you want to try to performance your way?
I'm trying to give us a theme song to make us feel badass so that we keep running with our stamina.
I get it. Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Well,
Roll it.
more bardic
Roll it up.
encouragement.
Yeah.
Roll it
So
up. Bardic encouragement. Roll performance.
24.
Hey,
Hero.
damn.
That's a good theme song. It's the theme song right there.
Okay. Augustus.
Augustus is gonna try and suddenly dip the entire party down various alleyways, take weird corners, and just start to hide them from this group and try and roll a stealth.
Okay. You can help by making a stealth. You can succeed by making a stealth roll. Yes, go ahead. All right. Okay, D.
Okay, so at this point, I feel like D is obviously lagging a little bit here. Maybe was getting the knockdown twice by the Goliath a little bit ago. So I feel she's just trying to keep up, trying to survival.
I like it. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
Jeez, what is up with your rolls tonight? Damn. First of all, that your roll. Oh man.
Just starts bleeding everywhere, coughing up blood. Just like, guys,
bleeding everywhere. She keeps running into things because she's trying to get the earrings out of the tiefling. Not
Oh god.
so amazing on the rolls tonight. That's okay.
All right. Krakus is going to try to throw a barrel at them. The crowd doesn't have to hit them, just to slow them down a bit.
Those. All right.
I just set those up nice. Come on.
I'll use.
It sounds like you're trying to make an athletics roll.
Sounds like it.
Go for it. Ooh.
20.
Connect 4.
That's it.
Damn.
All right, Winry.
Wait. Okay, hold on. That was another win, right?
Yeah,
I'm expertly keeping track of our.
I see that.
Yeah, very nice.
It's beautiful.
So what do we need to win?
13.
13.
Oh Christ.
We're
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah. What am I doing?
So at the end of 2 rounds, it is 8 successes to 2 failures. You guys are doing very well.
Trying to get to Flavortown, bro.
You guys don't even know what I have planned for 6 months from now.
Is it off the hook?
Good.
It might be off the hook. But in the meantime, Wenry, you have to roll for a skill or help.
All right.
Skill.
I don't know if this is going to be perception or an insight kind of thing, but I'm trying to get a read on the crowd. So they're coming a little slower, but I'm trying to get a read on them. Do they to see if maybe they're looking for a plan? If they're trying to be okay, you go this way, and they're making movements to split up and kind of surround the town or something like that.
That would be an appropriate perception roll to try to figure out.
Alrighty. Ooh.
Nope.
Move over, Casey. You're not alone anymore.
No. It's okay.
So, I guess the result of that is you're looking through the crowd trying to figure out if they're going to try to cut you off, and you're trying to search for anybody splitting off. But then all of a sudden you notice that there are a few fewer people, and you don't know where they went. Boludo?
Yeah, so I've booked it. My friends are intimidating. We got a marching song. We got barrels happening and all sorts of stuff, right? And
Yes.
through all this confusion and of this sprint, I would like to try to stealth so they lose sight of me.
Okay. What's your...
Oh, boo! You're gonna keep this.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
to. It has to be
will.
your skills.
This is my skill. I didn't know we were taking part of. I didn't think we were dealing
Well,
with.
does your armor give you disadvantage on
Wait,
stealth checks?
is he helped by the giant thing that he's carrying to stealth?
No.
No, he wouldn't.
Fine. I would like to use my knowledge. Fine, if that's the case, I want to use my knowledge of these streets in this city. Since I am the cleric or the clerical person. I have my nose in books all the time. I know the histories. To find the best route. I know that
This might be an appropriate use of your history skill. Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Nice.
And a good one.
Mm.
All right. Silthorn.
Am I able to use the same skills as before?
Not the same skill you just used, but if
So
you used it the first round, it is now available to you again.
All right.
And I should reset the scene a little bit. That you've noticed that a few of them have split off now, but you're also ducking and weaving through these city streets. You're no longer on this main road that you were on. Some of them still have you, and they are shouting for people that are much further away, but you're getting close to losing them. Silthorn, how do you proceed from here?
All right, I think it would probably be a dumb idea to actually start yelling, because my first idea was to try and use deception again to like deceive them into like yelling about where we're gonna go, but that's probably a bad idea now. Let's do. Would it be appropriate to do? No, actually, no, that's dumb. I'll give a help action to Augustus. I'll help him. Just kind of like he's trying to stealth right now, right?
He did that time,
he already successfully stealthed.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I'll try to be like if there's other passerbys like citizens or whatever, I'll try to just be like distracting of our other members of our group. I don't know exactly what skill that would be, to be honest.
What?
Being Silthorn and very distracting.
You used performance last time, yes?
Yes.
I would say you could use deception to create a distraction to lure the group down the wrong path.
Okay. I'll do that. Okay, let's do that. Whew, thank God for the +8.
It's pretty close,
16.
yeah.
16. All right, we're 9-3.
Okay. Another large portion of this group chasing you falls for your juke as it goes, and they split off while you double back towards Augustus and the rest of your party. Augustus, you're up. What would you like to do?
Augustus is up.
You are kind of in the home stretch. You're getting pretty close back to your hideout now. There are still a few people following you, but the herd has thinned significantly. Whoever just wrote that number, you're actually at 10 successes.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do I... Okay, wait. I got this. Oh, God.
This is
too many.
Okay.
Too many.
The writing.
Well, instead of writing an actual numeral, you should probably do Roman. That way we can, or at least tallies. That way you don't have to constantly erase.
Yeah, but that's like smart.
For next time.
Next time.
So would have using a
Augustus.
D4 would have been smart.
All right. Augustus,
what would you like to do?
He's going to kind of keep doing as he's been doing, keep just looking for the right path, making sure the fastest, most direct route straight back to their base. And just going to do perception for that.
Do it up.
Nice.
All right.
And that's a plus 12.
These
Jeez.
these streets are familiar to you. You know the most direct path back to your hideout, and your pursuers do not. D.
Okay, so
Bring us home.
as Dee's running along with the tiefling over her shoulder, she's like, "Oh, he's too heavy. I'll just put him down." And she makes this big grand gesture to one side, and then pulls up her hood and tries to sleight of hand that she's not carrying the tiefling anymore. Come on, sleight of hand.
Stuffs the entire tiefling up shirt. Yeah, no, he's not there.
Like,
This
that's
is
an
my
odd
comfy
visual.
stole. I feel like you just don't like my idea.
You gotta give me one. You gotta give me a little bit more for me to allow a sleight of hand check here.
Entire body.
She also yells out, "Shazam!"
Bazinga.
Are you hiding him behind anything, or just like
Just under
literally
my hood.
waving your? Well, aren't you standing near this?
You have to sell. You guys aren't standing near anything. You're 300 yards away from where you are on this page right now.
Okay, so as she does this whole thing, she goes Shazam and pulls up her hood, and then she just turns around and growls at anyone who tries to indicate they weren't fooled by it. And intimidation
So this
version
is
of
an
sleight
intimidation check. Yes. Okay.
of sleight of hand.
That makes much more sense, but it's still an intimidation check.
Okay. Ha!
Oh!
I am magical.
Does that count as 2 successes? If it's a crit.
No, I don't. This is something I do want to talk to you guys about. I don't want to do critical successes or failures on skill rolls.
Got it.
But that's still 12 successes out of 13.
Wait, that's 12? That's
12.
Mhm.
That's 12.
All right,
That's 12.
bring it home.
Bring it home.
Krakus.
All right.
You are approaching the doors. You're approaching the gate to your hideout.
I think.
How do you
Krakus
proceed?
Krakus wants to make an insight check to see if there's anyone flanking them on the sides, or there's anyone hiding on the side of the doors, waiting to ambush us.
Sure. Make it.
Ugh. It's on you, Henry.
You try to, but you are fooled. There is a small group who has gotten ahead of you, who knows where your hideout is, because it is not necessarily private information. They are waiting for you. Wenring, you have to get through this group. What would you like to do? Get through or around this group.
Wait, you said get through this group as in like they're blocking our way?
Not necessarily, but they are in a position to cut you off.
Okay. Then I would like to use my knowledge of the streets and the alleyways and stuff to guide my group through the that window by the door, that other one, using like my survival of knowing how to get into places. I don't know.
I'll allow it. Bring us home.
Oh,
No!
boo.
They're out the window too.
God damn it, who locked these windows? Oh yeah, we did, because we thought they were coming here.
That's not a window. We just
It
painted
is.
it on.
It is 1 locked window, 2 locked windows, 3 locked windows, and then another group comes in to block off that next path. Bluto.
Yeah, I'm going too fast to stop or care who's in front of me. So I'm just putting this Goliath kind of in front of me as a nice barricade.
As a big
buster.
gray-skinned battering ram, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna run through this group as athletically as I can.
Sounds good. Do it up.
Crap.
Jesus, guys.
I meant I was going to help.
Nope, nope.
Come on, guys.
All right,
time.
we're at 12 and 6.
Okay.
Fine.
Use the help
Okay.
action.
Okay.
Lauren?
So wait. So there's a group like in front of us right now.
There is now that Boludo tried unsuccessfully to battering ram through a group. There is now a group, basically manhandling your bugbear. They have laid hands on him.
Ew.
You know what I'm gonna do? As we're doing this, I'll go ahead and I'll be running up, and this might seem a little out of character for Silthorn, but in the most growly voice that he can, get the fuck out of here! And I'm gonna try to intimidate him.
Do it.
All right, let's do this. Come on, 24.
What the hell?
Silthorn means business voice. Let's go.
It's that moment where for people who you just found out have been lying to you for almost 3 months. Almost 4 months.
Lying's kind of
actually.
harsh.
Deceiving through omission. But to see one of these people who you still have spent time with, made those friendly connections with, even this tough, growly, smelly, dirty bugbear. To see one of your companions in trouble, it summons something within you, and you bark with a fury that has not escaped your lips in a long time, if ever. And they look at you, and they scatter, and you are all free to enter the back door into your hideout.
Bluto's clean. He's well read. He's generally
Yeah, I
kind.
know, but like,
It's-
I know. I'm
Racist.
sorry.
Blatant racism.
Growly? What does he growl?
He's like the most well-spoken member of our group. To be honest, he's like the most chill.
Silthorn actually thinks D's the bugbear, so there's been some confusion.
Oh.
Alright, so we
Silthorn's
got
never seen a
away.
real bugbear, so as far as he knows.
Yay.
Let's get in.
Good
Come
job
on.
there,
We got them both?
hard boy.
Yes.
You got them both.
Put them in the basement of holding.
What? No, they don't go in the basement holding.
It's fine, it's by the poison.
I don't think that's a good idea.
They go in the tubs.
I don't think that's a good
But
idea.
then we can't make money off those tubs.
Yeah, what he said.
Maybe we should, tie him up first so they don't run.
I'm gonna put him in the basement.
Step 1, strip them.
It's a good idea.
Get my earrings.
Those earrings. Get those earrings off him.
That's
Okay,
exactly what I was thinking.
Let's see what those earrings do before we start whispering sweet D
What
nothings
kind of
into
armor does this Goliath have on him?
I believe it was.
Flint?
I think it was splint mail.
It was
Oh.
something heavy because he was getting the -3 benefit.
Yeah, it was heavy armor.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's certainly something I'm interested in. So I might take that to our armorer as a next step.
Hell
Let
yeah.
me know if you need anything else from me, guys.
Silthorn just sits in a corner and just like lets just the most giant and just like drops to the floor. Just doesn't care if there's a chair or not. Just drops and just sits on his ass, and he's just face in his hand. He's just what the. Okay. Trying to calm himself.
D puts her earrings in.
D, you have just created a horrible sounding feedback loop.
She takes one out, tries them both in one ear, both in the other ear.
Literally do not fit like that.
Here, give me one.
No, it's mine.
Give me, just try a thing.
Gee, that's not how they work.
Here, I'll go in the other room. Just give me one, and I'll give them right back. I'll show you how they work. Like walkie-talkie. You know, like
I think
the...
that is totally existing in this current.
Those two tin can things that we used to...
walkie-talkie?
Just give me the fucking earring. I'll
walk
show
and
you.
talk?
Here, look. I'll go out here, shut the door. D. Can you hear me?
I don't know.
You can. You can.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, all you blue
Oh,
people!
God. Okay, out of ear. Take this. I don't want it anymore.
Yes.
We got him! We win. You lose.
You don't win. We
You know,
will
it's-
get him back.
Of course you get him back.
Mm.
We are.
Augustus raises an eyebrow.
Yeah, no.
What?
We are.
Okay, wait.
coming for you.
Let me understand. So both of us have a connection to the other person, just separately. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll argue Dee's point when she's like, "We'll give him back." I'll be like, "Fuck, we will." Like, no.
It does not matter. We will get our boss back.
I mean,
Or we will elect a new one and come for your asses anyway.
look, we can only hold so many bosses.
Hey, Wenry,
I'm right here.
Wenry.
They can hear us.
If we have a fight over him, it'll be a boss battle.
You know what? We could make the bosses battle each other. I bet people would pay
That
for that.
term has not really been invented yet.
Beludo, what's that copyright thing you were talking about?
It's
Alright.
this great novel idea.
All right, we'll get back in touch with you in a little bit. How do you turn these things off?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Well, that's going to be unfortunate for you because I sing a lot.
Wenry's gonna throw his into the basement of holding. Shut the door.
Actually, eventually D, like when she's not using them to talk at them, will just put them really close to each other so that they feedback.
Oh
loop on
my
them.
god. Isn't that audible to us though? Sounds
Well,
painful.
no, because
Not if they're in the basement.
yeah, just put them in
Like,
a
you might
drawer.
quietly hear it if you listen for it, but
D is happy
otherwise
just
we're
to
ruining. They're
piss them off. Like if we're shutting down
Now
their
that
lines of
you-
communication, beep.
Now that you have one of these in your hand, you can see that it's a very decorative earring. There is the hook is attached to one large gray blue gemstone, and that gray blue gemstone has 4 split off hooks. Sorry, no, 3 split off hooks on each earring. And as you've been noticing, as you've been talking into one of the earrings, on the other earring that you have, one of the gems is lighting up. And while that other third voice has been talking, a different one of those gems has been lighting up.
When Wenry talks, does a different gem light up for me? Like, does it seem
Yes.
like it would make sense there would be only 4 of these? She's going to assume connected sending stones?
That is a reasonable assumption. And as you
Ooh.
make that assumption, you see 2 of those stones kind of... You didn't notice that there was a light still within them while they weren't actively blinking at you, but they go dimmer.
Ooh. Toys?
Wait, who was
These would
talking to us in this?
You don't know.
So the voice didn't sound familiar?
No, not someone you know.
Maybe we could make a history check or something and figure out who the top 4 of the Red Wings are. 5.
Blue skulls.
4
Or
gems.
you could ask your spy.
Or we could ask our spy.
Let's ask our spy.
We
Is our
have...
spy in the building?
Hide the earring, just in case.
Alright, wait, hang on. Wait, but the earring has
Poof.
5 total gems on it? Big gem, 4 little ones?
1 large, 3 small. So 4
large,
total
3
gems.
4 total gems, okay. So we're looking for the top 4 of the blue skulls.
Well,
Probably.
you've got 2. Well, you've got 2 of them right here, dear. Congratulations on that.
Well, thank you.
The other 2,
They probably wear earrings.
you got one too many circles there. So
Thought it was 4. Okay, good. I'm glad. 'cause
There's-
this is
there's
starting to look
4
like a glove.
there's 4 people, but there's 3 small gems per earring because you don't need a gem to reconnect to your own stone. You can surmise that the large one is the sender and the little ones are the receivers. 4 stones, 4 people. There it is.
I gotta get them all.
So Doxia, your spy, pops up from the basement and continues the conversation that I had started. Well, the other 2, it is a bit tricky. The blue skulls are... Their power structure is very difficult for me to understand. It could be anyone who holds those other 2 stones. I don't necessarily have the resources to find out for you currently. I can look into it, but the way things are going, it will resolve itself one way or another before I can get you an answer.
You mean they're not the patient type?
No, they're going to come try to kick your ass before tomorrow night.
They said they were gonna promote a new leader or something.
I believe they were
Well-
going to promote someone if they couldn't recover the previous leaders.
Yes, they probably have an acting leader right now whose sole job is to recover Gavazur here. You will need to fight sooner than you planned.
I don't know.
I don't think it's possible to want to fight sooner than I plan, but okay.
I think we were already planning on it back when we took these 2. So, I think we're got the upper hand here.
I mean, we certainly
But you're
started to plan
still-
by that point.
But you're still not ready. You don't have any allies. You have no one to back you up except the Red Wings, and their power is not going to be enough. They told you that straight out, Augustus.
Yes, I know. And I wasn't ready for this to be the course of action that was taken, but here we are.
Oh, hey, Augustus. I've heard that the enemy of your enemy can be your friend. And we have two enemies who I'm sure have other enemies, and we could give them away.
That's very true.
It's not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
maybe our best option. Something as short notice as this.
Yeah, you said we have until tonight?
Until tomorrow night, it seems.
Oh, sweet.
Uh,
Plenty of time.
What I have spent my day doing is tracking down parties that could help.
Now, you don't mean the goody two-shoes adventuring party types, do you?
Would I be any good at my job if that's what I meant? No. You're a small organization still in the grand scheme. Nobody knows you, and those who do know you don't care or want to see you fall. There are only two people that I could find that both are willing to help for a price and able to bolster our numbers to a point where it could be a winnable fight. First, there is another clandestine street organization called the Grey Ganders. As their name may imply, they're not necessarily taken very seriously. They're more a smuggling operation, but they could
Any
still...
amount of men could be useful.
That's very true. They deal mostly in potato alcohol, and they would have... they seem to have some use for us. Nope, the color gray, not great.
I like them
Great
less now.
Ganders. So they're bootleggers, pretty much.
They're bootleggers, yes. And they have very little power in this city. They would use you. They would piggyback off of your success if you do succeed, and make themselves strong and use you.
So they sell alcohol, and they really aren't that well known or revered in the area. You're not really selling them all that hard.
This is all that I could find for you. I really fucking tried very hard. You're going to have to make a show of this tomorrow night. Okay, so you've hit the nail right on the head. Thank you.
Out of the corner and kind of like overhearing this while still trying to kind of calm down a bit. How do we know hi. How do we know we're safe tonight exactly?
Oh, we don't. Not at all.
Well, you know you're safe. Yes, you don't. Be ready. I suppose it's going to be a sleepless evening.
Great.
What was the other group you found?
But well, you could always go to the town guard.
Wait.
For love of...
You said you found two people. Or two groups, or two allies. You found us the option we knew we had all along that was a terrible option?
If you think that's terrible, you're not going to like what I really mean by that. There is a local guard commander named Sir Brentford who would be more than willing to... How do I put this? take your money in exchange for protection.
Corrupt guard is not the worst thing to be in favorable position with, but I'd really like that to be our absolute last option.
Brentford? I think it's Brantford.
I like Bradford.
Brantford.
Captain Bradford.
I'm just gonna purposely misspell everything from here on out. Just
I know.
so you- okay.
I know you will.
Starbucks now?
Yeah, for like 12 years.
Oh, great.
All right. So, remind me again
no,
why
I'm
we
sorry.
hate the guard exactly.
Sorry?
Remind me again why our group hates the guard so much. Like, because
We're a bandit
Because they are
organization.
a law organization and you are doing illegal bullshit.
I know, but we're like literally paying him under the table. Like, it sounds like exactly kind of what we're looking for right now is like paying somebody under the table for protection. Like,
Exactly.
this sounds so bad.
Which is why we're considering them. They're still not a great option.
Sounds
in case
better than the bootleggers.
any of the men under him squeal. That's it.
It also kind of looks bad. Like,
And,
amongst others.
A criminal organization.
Yes,
has to rely
that
on the
is-
city guard.
No, that is the therein lies the rub. It would be seen as selling out. That's why the Blue Skulls haven't done it. That's why the Red Wings haven't done it. If you need to go to the guard, it just proves even further that you can't handle this game. But in the short term, it would be you would survive to fight another day,
And
most likely.
I'm sorry that I keep asking questions, but we pissed this other gang off because we're there. Right? They want to do baths. We're stepping on their toes.
No,
just
you
don't
pissed
like how we
this
smell.
other gang off. You pissed this other gang off by simply existing,
Oh, okay.
by simply planting your flag. They're jackasses. They don't like newcomers.
Bunch of
Territory.
losers.
Territory.
I mean, if we take the help of the guard, but make it look like they're helping of their own accord and not necessarily with us, we could save face and get the help we need.
No,
really.
anyone with their salt would have a spy willing to see right through. Those are your two options. They're not very good, but like I said, I don't have enough time, and you all are very small.
What? What do you mean not a good option? Vodka.
There,
You brought us
There is
vodka.
there is a third option you haven't quite told them about, Diodoxia.
Who the hell are you?
Is this a man we know?
Where are these fucking
Is
people
it-
coming from?
Alchemist.
He's our alchemist.
Oh.
I haven't.
Oh, yeah, you.
Oh yeah, you haven't met me.
Totally. There's a lot of people in this room. Is somebody keeping these two unconscious or tied up? I hope. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Let's put him in another corner.
Basement of holding.
Not in the basement of holding. Nobody's
Oh, yeah.
nobody's in the basement of holding to see them.
Yeah, that's great. All right,
No,
get the
it's
pipe
not-
out of your mouth and then tell us your plan,
Priest.
old man.
You could go speak with the Shut-in.
One more time.
The Shut-in. Shudden.
Sudden.
Shut-in. Yes, Henry, that's how you spell it.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough night.
They're not quite a gang per se. They're parishioners of short, worshippers. They're a cult, old man, says Doxia.
Ooh, I do not like diving my hands into cults.
Beggars can't be
Yes,
choosers, though,
cult would
boss.
be a very accurate statement.
So what are they? What's the thing? Like, you know, cults have things. What's the thing?
What do they worship?
They worship a mysterious entity whose name they refuse to tell me as of yet.
Oh, so you're friends with them?
Friends is a very strong word. I look for arcane assistance where I need it. I am not a practitioner of magics myself, so any enchanting I need, I would need to outsource for that. I've gone to the Shutton a few times now, and well, they seem to be a nice enough short. I suppose if you approached them and perhaps offered them a place above ground where they could meet and get some sunlight occasionally, they'd be more than happy to form ranks behind you and help you out.
But we don't have any more information about their god, what they believe.
Crackus is not
Yeah.
down with this idea.
That one would be a big risk if it's some terribly horrible, malicious entity.
Well, I don't
encouraging them.
don't think any of their. If I thought they were doing anything malicious, I would not be dealing with them at all.
That's
I
fair.
promise you that.
Yes, there is a distinct difference between criminal evil and world-ending evil.
Yes, I know the difference quite well.
So, this is a potential. Having a group of theoretically competent mages would certainly help turn the tides.
Yeah, they seem the brutish type, this group. So maybe we'll catch them off guard.
I'm surprised with a load of fireball, whatever they can conjure up.
Well, thanks for finding them so quickly, because you were strapped on time. I appreciate you finding, a group, and he just kind of eyes the thief. Just gives the eyebrow.
I kind of walk up, like, next to Augustus. We don't have to really sell out to town guards to make them help us. I have an idea that could maybe work.
Well, I'm all ears.
Well, and he kind of, like, just straightens himself up a little bit. Well, you have someone that's, well, to say the least, not exactly a convincible gang member. And he kind of gestures to himself. Well, we have two major leaders, right, of a rival gang, or whatever the fuck. Why don't we hand them into the town guard, and we tip them off about what's going on? Not employing them. It is their job, right, to go ahead and stop gang members, to go ahead and bring these people in. Is it not?
Well, it could theoretically be an idea.
And
But
if I guess I'm a part of this, but if I were to hand them in, it would be, I think, a much less I don't know who we are.
no matter who hands them
it's
in,
not
that
our organization.
corrupt guard captain will get their hands on them and just give them back. I don't see
We're
any
not
other...
going to be handing them in to him.
Yes, but
We
once
don't
he
have
catches word that these two were brought in no matter what, if he's a guard captain, that sort of news would reach him quickly. It is a part of being his rank. So he would still have the ability to return them. I understand bringing the guard could help us in the situation, but...
If he's
there is
corrupt one way, he's
not
corrupt the other.
Exactly. Good way to put it.
Fine. Sure. Okay. Sure.
If we fail to convince anybody else, that will be our option. But until we are that desperate, let us seek out the other groups.
I vote bootleggers.
I think they were on board.
I know
from
it's a
the start.
terrible idea, but I think we should split the party.
Whoa.
We need both of these groups, frankly.
Isn't that what our spy's for? Go get the one you already talked to.
Cult in the long run,
That's-
probably bad for members. In our
All right. I
don't have to be friends forever.
what kind of cult?
We don't know yet.
You don't know.
We don't know yet.
You don't know. You'd
Maybe.
have to go ask.
We have
Magic-y.
to go ask. I'm willing to give the cult a shot on a temporary deal where it's like, hey, help us out with this gang war. And we'll give you access to our facilities for like a couple months, and then we'll re-talk about a new deal.
Just don't
It'll
be
be
super
like
evil.
police.
Actually, with my kind of knowledge, kind of like going around the town and trying my best as a bard to kind of collect stories and like weird tales from around the town, would I know anything about this cult?
Roll me a history check.
Okay. That's a no.
That's a big old no. You've never even heard of the Sutton.
Weird group, never heard of him.
Oh, wait, me.
Have you got a lead then, Winry?
I should.
Ooh.
I remember one
Well,
of their faces.
You know tangentially where to find them, but you don't know anything about them. You'd be able to track them down, no problem. Because, spoiler alert, I would have made you actually have to try to track them down. But now you don't.
So the blue skulls, to my comment earlier about them being mostly like brutish and like combat-y, do we know them to be in possession of powerful magics, or are they indeed like a hack and slashy kind of, are they known to be that kind of guild?
They're very hack and slashy. Their members are not known for magic.
So the guy that we have is probably one of their only magic users.
I mean, maybe not, but
It's
probably.
a rarity.
Yeah,
Okay.
they definitely hired that guy on and promoted him because he was probably one of the few proficient magic users in the guild, in the game.
Sounds good.
And we definitely can't do more than one, is what you're optioning out.
So, to be clear, you are fully able to meet with all three. You can only open your doors to one of these groups.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
So we
For
should
now.
do that. We should.
For now.
Yes.
But for in terms of you're
There
gonna
you
have
go.
a big old fucking battle tomorrow, you gotta pick one of these people. And you're going to have
I
to
don't-
give them something,
I don't
and
like the
it's going to be something significant.
I don't like the way you worded option 3 there. Give a cult our protection for magical support.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, okay.
So, well,
I mean, we're giving them
'cause that was-
baths and rooms. Are we
I
agreeing?
heard more like let them come up above ground, so kind of like my assumption was they'd sort of be like setting up a temple in one of the rooms, kind of thingy. Is that the gist I was getting?
Cool.
I think it's more we try and keep the guard off them so that they can actually exist above ground. That's
Yeah.
how I'm interpreting it.
That might be something that they ask for.
Yeah,
Their specific terms are not necessarily known to you right
because we literally have no idea what they are.
Let's go meet a cult, and
Hell
I
yeah.
think maybe we should visit the bootleggers first, though, and sample their wares.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, let's
And maybe
meet
bring
both.
some to the skulls.
Yeah, if we have a day, less than a day, I think, or a day. So
Day drinking.
You probably have more than a day. It's probably just after midday.
So we're crossing off
Early
number
afternoon.
one, right? Like, as a group, can we all at least agree on that?
If we somehow
Yes.
fail to convince the other two, that's the only reason we go to the guards.
The only reason you go to the guards is if you lose a fight.
Yes.
All right.
You've already lost all your respect and like clout as a gang, so you got to go to the guards.
So now the
Can't go to the
question
work.
is, how do we do this? Like, do we split up? Do we all go as a group to each one?
DM, can we reasonably with the amount of time we have go to both as a whole group?
Yeah, you can definitely with reasonably have enough time to go to both as a whole group.
Okay.
And
And
rest.
yes,
Get a long rest.
and get a long rest in.
I'm gonna be clear here.
The quality of that long rest is in question, but you will have time for it, and also meet with these two groups.
And
You could
also
even
buy
meet
gun.
with all three. You could also meet with all three groups and buy a gun.
Just like, I'll be real quick. Just gotta drop in here.
Like you have, I'm giving you enough time to meet with all of these three groups, see what they want, rest, and then fight tomorrow.
Yay!
Woo!
Okay.
Now, I'm about to call for our bio break,
Yay!
but before I
Appreciate
do,
it.
Augustus, I would like to remind you at this time that
That I
as the
have the
leader
fort.
of this gang, as the leader of this gang, you can make it so one person within your domain cannot be found, even by magical means.
Oh. I really need to get a list of all the things I can do within this area.
You do have that list in a PDF file
Oh,
that
that's
I
right.
gave to you.
The other one that I think you have that's cool is you can trap the hell out of things. So
Oh yeah.
if we wake these folks up with 1 hit point and they try and do anything, they just
That-
fall back over unconscious.
Absolutely, they do.
You gotta give your paperwork for this stuff to Beludo. He'll keep it in order.
So we'll Giga hide the Goliath.
Just
use more
deep,
important.
just deep in the tunnels of the basement of Hold.
Yeah, but I'm like inside of a wall that can be removed, and then under
Yeah.
the floor in that wall.
No light
Yeah, you're
sources.
gonna like triple hide this motherfucker. Yeah, definitely. Even like you're going to hide this motherfucker so well that Silthorn couldn't find him, that Wenry couldn't find him, that D couldn't find him if they were all looking.
I
for him.
mean, to be honest, I probably wouldn't be able to find him even in this room.
That's probably true.
I mean, yeah.
He's that one, but sure.
Strongholds and followers, right?
And just as a quick bookkeeping, did we get any loots for selling to sponsor our shopping spree?
Yeah, can we rip stuff off of these guys too? And
I
have
believe
that
he has-
available?
Yes.
I made note of
You-
splint and a full blade.
Just give her the
Splint
goddamn
mail.
armor.
Splint. Hold
A
on, hold on.
full blade.
The splint I took off immediately. Brought to the armor.
Yep.
For Patrick.
Split mail looks like it's going to get repurposed to fit a bugbear. It's not going to need much repurposing, let me tell you that right now.
7 weeks later.
No, actually, probably for tomorrow's fight.
Oh wow, it's fast.
I will give that to you as a rush order, and it's not going to delay the plate mail at all either.
Impressive.
I am a generous god. Do not forsake me.
Oh, yeah, very generous.
So from the Goliath, you get the full blade, the splint mail, adventuring odds and ends like rope or candles or torches that things we don't necessarily keep track of, and this is why we're not keeping track of them, because you find a bunch on this guy. You find 30 gold on him. What else can I give to you?
What was the cleric's armor?
The cleric's armor was half plate. Medium armor, I believe 15 plus Dex Max 2. He did have the traditional mace, but he also had a really gnarly looking non-magical dagger that also acted as his holy symbol.
All right.
And on him, you find 15 gold. And, more rope, more torches, some pythons.
All right.
Question: what level is our stronghold?
Level 1.
Gotcha.
You get to spend an exorbitant amount of money to upgrade. I think it's like 15,000 gold to upgrade.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
we're
a
upgrading
lot.
giant house. So
Guys,
Yep.
let's go find a dragon sword.
And
Spin a
that's I gave you the mace. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get when you let your heart win.
Aww.
All right. With that, I'm going to call for the break. Be
Break.
back in 5 to 10.
Sounds good.
sure.
All right.
Alrighty.
Hello?
Hello.
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 Damn.
Goodbye.
Oh. Are we back on stream?
We never left.
There was just a big image that said
Yeah, we
verb.
just put dead air up.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I should stop playing then.
There was awesome Kevin debatable McLeod. Leo
Cleod.
is epic music.
MacLeod.
MacLeod.
Wait, so, okay, Ben, I assume our stronghold type is an establishment.
Yes, that is what I explained to you 6 weeks ago.
That was like a long time. Okay, I can't be expected to remember that, especially because it was after PAX, like 12 a, like
Yeah.
almost 12 a.m.
It's not
and I
like
was
he
exhausted
signed
on my
up for
phone.
this. God.
Come on, man.
It's because everybody else said no.
Everybody else took a
There-
giant step backward, and you're like, "Where'd you go, guys?"
You gotta step quick.
Don't put words in my mouth. I joined after.
Yes. I don't blame you. I blame everybody else. I did volunteer for it though. But so an establishment going from first to second level costs 2,000 gold.
Oh, that's pretty
30 days.
cheap, actually.
And how much time?
30 days.
What changes about it though?
We get second level stuff. I don't know what that means.
Like a lot of mechanical. He can, like, for example, hide
can-
2 people instead of 1.
Is this
Or one of the because it's a rogue stronghold and I'm a rogue, if I use my sneak attack within range of my stronghold, I can choose to use so depending on I can use a special feature that just turns me invisible after I get a sneak attack kill.
is this information in the stronghold document? Or
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That I'm just now reading for the first time. I mean, read over when I realized I was being the leader, yes.
No, it's okay, dog.
It's okay.
By the way, one of the things that we'll ask you to look at is that part where it says we get special income, meaning we make money, and it happens every so many once in a whiles.
Fuck, I need to find that.
Oh yeah, you're about 4 weeks away from that.
Quick question, just as a thing, since I am actually technically employed, when am I getting paid?
Bluto.
Yearly.
Isn't that in his
you
contract
get a
somewhere?
yearly pay and the pay is at the end of the literal
Let me
contract
explain how the
usage.
company store works.
Right.
So you
I
get
really
paid
didn't
in
read that.
company credit, and then you eat using the company credit. Right now, you owe us.
What?
And the
Oh,
worst
we're
part
gonna
is
generate
that is-
1,000 gold at the end of 3 months.
that is historically accurate. That was the company store scam.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Something really should have fucking read that contract.
It's all in the con.
Fuck.
Now here's the thing. The 1,000 gold goes technically to Augustus since he's the boss, but I was hoping it would be more a party funds kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is Augustus's
For
plan.
a-
The 1,000
for
gold
approved
will go into the basement.
Yeah, I'm guessing we're gonna be using it to upgrade the bathhouse.
Is the leader thing part
yeah,
of this
it's pretty much all just gonna
the
go shit.
follower in strongholds thing? I honestly haven't read all that deep into it.
Yes.
One
so
one
technically,
character is picked as the leader, and that's what the class of the stronghold is. So we have a rogue stronghold.
But do they dictate? Does it say that they dictate what the money's spent, or does it leave it up to DM discretion?
yeah, it leaves it up to DM discretion. Technically,
Yeah.
so basically, it's to explain that a little bit further. It's Augustus owns the building and makes money from the building. He hires you to do what he wants you to do. He makes the money and shares it with you. Is that the right?
Yeah,
Question?
because Dean Bluto would beat
But-
the shit out of him if he stopped paying them. So,
Absolutely. But as far as things that the building gives, the building gives things to Augustus and Augustus only.
Like I'm the only one who can control its like features and stuff, which is a little, oh well, but yeah. We've never been in range for it anyways, so.
Why?
We've never had a battle that has been within our territory. But
Actually,
we will now!
Actually, technically, wouldn't that the fight from last
Ben
season
has
be within our
explicitly
territory?
said every time we have fought, it has been just barely outside our borders, so
damn it.
that we can't use it.
Damn it. It's like, can you guys just come in like 100 feet, please?
So-
Over here.
So far. Did you just make a Warriors reference?
Warriors.
Here it is. Come out to play!
I said nothing.
The same guy also played Sully in Commando.
Yeah, he did.
You let him go.
Anyway, back to the action.
Yeah.
Where are you guys going? You have 2 and a third option of where to go right now.
I think first we wanted to go to the bootleggers. Right? That was what we decided we wanted to go there first to get some alcohol.
Right. Right. Yes, the Grey Ganders. I can set up a meeting with Gwenethan. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She has been looking for allies for quite some time, from what I hear. Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good. Oh god. Did someone poison the DM in the break? You good, man?
Literally no, Ben's actually just been stabbed and he's doing his best to cover it up.
No, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm alive. Not choking to
Cover
death
up.
on my own spit.
More
Alright,
cover up.
Get yourself.
She's
together.
been looking for allies for quite some time for her own reasons. You being upstarts in the area, you presents to her a certain opportunity for investment and collaboration. I can let her know you're coming and lead you to their hideout if you'll follow me. And she heads down into the basement. Question before we leave. So Garazor is triple hidden. What are you doing with the tiefling?
Tying up, gagging him, and telling the 2 chuckle fucks that we picked up that if anything happens to him, they die.
Excellent.
We're gonna put 2 guys that we consider chuckle fucks in top.
special tokens?
They certainly fucking did. Somebody
Oh yeah,
paid
you weren't here for
silver
that. You weren't here for that. Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh my god, their tokens are everything I would have hoped they could be.
Oh my god, seriously, Ben.
Sin, if you saw the full artwork and my Google searches, you'd be very happy. Because these are technically both 2 separate artworks of the same character.
Really? Oh, I don't see that one as Magnus at all.
Which one? The dopey looking one or the
No, the dopey looking one is absolutely Magnus, but the other one, he looks too. I don't know. He looks like he's carrying a sword, and he looks too.
No, he's got rail splitter over his back. He's the more competent Magnus.
Yeah, that must be it. Anyway.
He's the competent younger brother.
All right, I'm more okay with them watching him now, but like maybe not out in the bar. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Can I take him in the bath or something?
No, you said take him in the bath.
The stream can't keep up with your zip zapping.
Splish splash, motherfucker.
Keep them in the fucking hidden closet. Like over here. Some shit, I don't know. Or just in the basement of holding, I don't know.
Just sit in the dark. Don't move.
Whatever, I'm not gonna move them a third fucking time.
They'll be in this little hidden closet under the staircase or something.
Dee like sets up a whole bunch of shots, and she's like, he has to drink 2 of these every hour.
Oh, and to answer your previous question, no, his arm is not reattached.
Do we have it though?
So there may be. So he is definitely also gagged.
Wait, could I say that I picked that up in the clearing of the stuff? Because can I have it?
Roll me a flat d20.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so if healing magic works that way, we are definitely questing for a ring of regeneration.
Yes, you got the arm.
Yes,
you got the arm. It's on ice.
Oh god.
Oh, all right. I'm using that for intimidation later.
Yep.
Silthorn's definitely been eyeing you because you've been carrying it.
And I just look at the arm and I look at him. Yeah.
You look at this arm that is the size of your entire torso.
And we're the good guys, right?
Are we the baddies? Anyway, off to...
Where are we going?
Off to the place, the Grey Gander hideout.
The bootleggers.
Ah, she's giant.
Are we?
No, that's
just... It is a very large halfling / gnome / whatever they are.
This is not to scale.
No melf.
Nelf.
A gnome!
I'm not a goblin. I'm not a gnelf.
No, this is... So, Daxia leads you through the tunnels. Winding and twisting as you go. And eventually you start hearing running water and the smell of docks. As you come out into a tunnel, and she shifts a few boxes around, tells you to stay put. In this, small side room, and she moves those boxes so that your opening is still hidden, and you hear open a door, close it. A few moments pass. A few more moments pass. You hear the door open again and close. And you hear the moving of boxes, and it's Daxia again. She says, Gwenifin will meet with you. You have all the time you need, but I do suggest kindly that you make the negotiations quick. You don't have to, of course, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to lock yourselves into this just because you came all this way. She understands that. She just wants to make you the offer. Is that understood?
Of course.
All right. Best behavior, boys and girls.
Looks too deep.
Enjoy your diplomacy. And she moves those boxes, and you can enter this now side room of the of what you can definitely tell is some sort of large warehouse. She opens the door into this huge room with big vaulted ceilings, but it's definitely underground because there are high up windows that are just above ground. And you open into what looks and smells to be a distillery. There are large casks of alcohol strewn around. People milling about, getting orders ready, checking paperwork, rolling barrels, whatever they need to do. and you see this small brunette halfling just staring at you with a sly smile and rather intense-looking eyes. Well, come on then. I haven't got all day.
Sorry for the intrusion.
No. I am happy to have you, but you know, things of late have been. I'll explain.
Tense.
Come to my office. Sorry, Gwenevin, and she extends a hand up to you.
He'll extend a hand down. Augustus.
It's a pleasure. Now, come on. And she just does that little halfling waddle down the hall into a different side room. She opens the door and motions for you to enter.
We enter. I enter at least.
Follow.
Yep.
Yep.
Dee's counting out silver pieces.
You can pick up a drink on the way out.
Oh.
She is standing at the doorway, offering the room to you. Inside, it is not uncomfortable, but not spacious. It's definitely a repurposed stock room, but it has space for all 7 of you. She enters behind you, closes the door, and locks it, just to make sure there are no further intrusions. And there are 3 chairs, 2 on one side of a desk and 1 on the other.
Oh,
Augustus takes one of the seats, probably the middle one.
And Gwenevin sits on the opposite side of the desk from you. So,
I'm kind of
Pleasure.
staying back.
Pleasure to meet you. I hear you need a little bit of help. A little bit of manpower, as it were. Is that accurate?
That is quite accurate, yes. Perhaps
Well-
even an understatement.
Well, you've come to, well, probably not the right place, but, you know, place that'll have you. Here's what I want. Because what you'll get is help. What I want is free use of your basement. With our issue right now, we don't have a supply problem. We have a distribution issue. What we're trying to do is expand our business interests outside of Carmath. And to do that, above board, you need to pay the tariffs. And we don't want to do that. Our operation has hit a bit of a snag as of late. They've found us out, and they can't shut down the distillery because the distillery is legal. However, the exports are where we can make a lot of our money. A lot more money than you can make in just one city, if you understand me.
Yes. 20 cities is quite a lot more than one. Even if it's sold at a cheaper price through somebody else.
Now you're someone who can do some math there, eh? Have you ever thought of joining my crew? I kid, of course. So we need your tunnels specifically because they are strategically placed within the city to allow us access to a number of exits. You kind of understand what I'm getting at here, right?
Yes. We want to use our tunnels and potentially just our place of business for both storage and means of access.
Right. And And to drop out of character for a second, you, Augustus, definitely also understand that while this is not the biggest imposition that could be asked of you, if it is opening you up to significant liability. You are basically, in exchange for the assistance of the Grey Ganders, you're basically just kind of cracking open your armor and asking somebody to stab you. It's not ideal. It's not going to be, if things break bad, they're going to break really bad for you,
Right.
specifically. You can kind of you definitely understand that, like, yeah, that's kind of what she's asking you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
to deal with it,
take a fall, basically.
She's gonna try really, really fucking hard to not make you take a fall, but if this thing breaks bad, it's gonna break bad in your direction.
wait a minute. I feel like with Boludo, the copyright law expert, we could maybe negate some of that. Surely, drop a contract of some sort that makes it seem like we had no idea what was going on in our tunnels. We have tunnels.
I mean, potentially, but that is not a very good option.
That would be a deception for a later date.
Mm-hmm. That would be against the guard if it were to break. But, fuck, what was on my mind?
May I, how long is this to be going for?
I mean, for as long as we're both in business, lad. It's kind of, I mean, if we find a better solution, we'll get out of your hair, but you've got the best one we've seen so far that the guard doesn't know about.
Permanently saving our business involves a theoretically permanent sacrifice.
Okay, wait. Out of character question here.
Sure.
Were we trying to find like a we just need help right now solution, or were we trying to get we need allies for forever now?
We need allies now, but we also need allies for the future.
This group would become your ally. Whatever group you side with becomes a permanent ally of yours.
Okay.
Until such time as the deal is altered or broken.
Okay. Because I was like, this seems like a really one-sided win for them.
Well, to put it bluntly, if you don't get help now, there is no later for your group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And to put it also bluntly, everybody fucking knows it.
Yep. Well, with everything you've put on the table considered, I believe it is quite fair on both our sides for what is being asked. But as per my nickname, I would like to think on this deal.
Of course. I wasn't asking for you to commit yourself quite yet. Just, obviously you're on a timetable more than I am about this. So
yes, of course.
Do let me know. Do send your lass. She is very pretty, isn't she?
And she is. We're lucky to have her.
So
right. Well, unless anybody's got any further questions, comments, you know where the door is. You know how to get back.
That we do. Thank you for your time, your understanding, and you're willing to do business.
Of course. Where are my manners? And she pulls out a large bottle and 7 glasses.
Boludo, Krakus, D, do you guys have any way in here? I feel like not everybody's getting a voice.
I mean, we're sort of bent over the barrel here. No pun intended. So, what can we do? I'm sure we'll have to deal later. But
Just while we're here, if anybody has any questions.
Nope.
Any questions that I would have would be for after after we're out of here.
Let's just get this over.
This one's a pretty straightforward deal as far as D is concerned.
Yeah.
So why are we hemming and hawing?
To see what the
Because we need to
cultists
talk
have.
with the other group.
D also wants to get some vodka.
Yes.
Pull out a
How many glasses am I pouring?
I raise my hand really high.
I'll have a glass.
Oh, is this your bird, Bard? What can I
As
do
that seems
for
to be his
you?
nickname.
What can I do for you, young man?
What's your strongest one?
It's only one strength. Hammer.
All right,
Don't go killing him now.
full glass. You pride yourself as a distillery, right?
It's a brave boy. All right.
Which, by the way,
She fills that shot glass to the very tippy top.
you've never seen Silithorn drink. None of you. All right, I take it and I just one go.
Okay. Anybody else? Jesus.
I appreciate your good nature and your good faith, and I will allow my companions here to drink, but it is not my drink of choice per se.
That's fair. Don't be shy. Show of hands. Who wants one? And she pours one for herself and slams it.
How bad was this for me? Just as a thing.
We'll get to that.
Okay, no, because I want to know if
everybody
if-
locked.
Decent.
I would. Okay, good, cool.
I want all ashore who's going ashore before I deal with your consequence.
Oh, and I want to know if I should ask for a second.
D's in. Pours you a proper shot.
Yook.
Krakus is in.
Krakus is in. I would hope Krakus was in. Pours you a shot. You take it. All right. This is strong stuff. It is not gross by any means. It's actually rather smooth. It seems triple distilled. It seems very high quality ingredients. But it seems about 180 fucking proof. This is not going to hit you right away. This is going to hit you in about half an hour.
Ooh, we need this in our basement a lot.
Not bad. And I put the glass down. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. I hope to be seeing you again soon.
And as long as all goes well, I certainly hope so as well.
And she gives you a smile, motions to the door, which is now unlocked.
All right.
Krakus waves
Augustus
by.
will lead the way out then.
All right. You go out the back. Go out back the way you came. You notice that there were a few larger looking individuals just outside that door when you opened it again.
Which is assumed.
They look at you and they give you that nod of nice, good idea, not attacking our boss behind a locked door, because you would not have survived that. And you are led back to the storeroom where you came in from. Doxia is there waiting for you. Well, darlings, how did it go?
For the things asked, I believe it was actually quite a reasonable request from them. If their request comes to full fruition, it will be the end of our business. But without their assistance, it could be the end anyways.
Well, that is the price you pay for being desperate. Let's see.
Right you are.
Mm. Mm.
Something the matter, Silthorn?
Well, I didn't want to say it in the room, but I had an idea maybe to add to the deal. Maybe.
Sorry,
okay,
what was that?
I
a
just
little
had a bit
quiet.
of an idea of what add. I didn't want to say it in there because I didn't think I would be the right person to say it. But they're legal for the most part, right?
What you
In the
understood
city.
was the within the city is legal,
Yeah.
but they want to move out of the city without having to incur extra costs.
If we're having them storing their alcohol in our basement already, why not add that we can take a sample of it and serve it at our bathhouse? It's free advertisement for them.
The thought had certainly crossed my mind as well, but I figured we needn't go deep into the details when we were just establishing a base of the basis. When we write the contract, which I'm sure Belura would have some part in, that will be discussed. That is certainly a good idea, Silthorn. Allow
Certainly
them
any-
to serve it there, and we'll charge a small portion. We'll charge a portion of their profit from it.
And that would be a reasonable thing to happen between two organizations that are allied.
Ooh.
Yeah, because
we
normally
also
I
need to
hate.
protect ourselves from any loss of material.
Say that
so
all
quiet,
again, Craig.
Go ahead.
But also
sorry.
boost your mic by like 300%.
Sorry, is this better?
Whoa.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
it's too far in the other direction.
Well,
think
it's
it's
your
fine.
problem. We have to make sure we protect ourselves against any loss of material. If it goes bad while in our possession, we should not be held accountable. We cannot ensure the quality of the product or the basement storage. I'm sure they'd understand.
You got the feeling that that would all be taken care of on their end. You are just the holding site.
Or the
Exactly.
warehouse
not-
and everything else.
You are not. You would
I
not
have just the contract for it.
As you always do, Belura. Your contracts are fantastic. I had no idea how else to word that sentence.
Anyway, if we're done here, shall we head to our next appointment?
I believe that would be the best idea, seeing as time is of the essence. Anybody opposed?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. You follow Doxia as far as she knows how to take you. But at a certain point, Wenry, you take over. You've heard the rumblings of the sudden, near and around a certain empty, otherwise empty and condemned building, just on the opposite end from the main southern market, from your territory. You lead your group there, and you see an individual staring at you intently. They have all the trappings that you would expect from a very low-key cult member. Interesting tattoos on their hands, but long sleeves to cover most of it. Hood pulled low in a deep crimson robe. You see this individual, and this individual sees you. What would you like to do? That's for Wenry, Augustus, anybody.
Can Krakus make a religion check just to see if he knows anything about?
From this distance, you wouldn't necessarily be able to glean anything you don't already know, but you can tell that this, if Wenry has led you to the right place, you get the feeling that this is the person you would need to interact with to take you further.
Hi, sugar.
Krakus will wave.
They bow deeply at you.
Oh.
Wait,
Very respectful.
Wenry led? What?
Yeah, with your thing, your names, faces, and places.
Background.
Or are you not a former bounty hunter?
No, that's fine. It's all good.
Right, darlings, this is where I leave you. Do come home in one piece. I don't necessarily know what to expect from these folks.
Oh, it would be fine.
Oh, I'm sure
Right.
you'll be fine, Dee. I'm worried about... Well, I guess I'm worried about the rest. I guess I'm not worried about you physically.
I kind of do a very weird laugh at that.
I don't
It's
believe
okay.
that any of us plan to piss them off.
We're fortified.
I'm worrying you too much. Enjoy your meeting, I hope. Goodbye. See you tonight.
No, don't say it like that. See you later. Let's stick with that one.
See you later. Yes, I like that. I'm going to go now. And she walks away.
Aren't everyone? Don't say anything that could piss off the cult, because that is about the worst thing we could possibly do it now.
Sounds good.
And you turn back, and this individual is 5 feet away from you now.
Hello.
They extend a hand out from their robe and just beckon you and turn and start walking.
Justice will collect himself and signal for everyone to follow.
Follow.
Following.
Do you think it's the god of the jump scare?
I believe it's just their mysterious type.
I give a loud sigh at that.
Okay. You follow this individual who they are wearing enough clothes that you cannot get any discernible picture of who they are. They are human-sized. You can't see their ears to see if they're an elf. You can't even see whether or not they're a man or a woman or whatever. They have very pale skin.
Not even. Well, they might be.
Their eyes are strange. One is a different color than the other. One is, a normal blue. The other is a deep, deep red. But you follow this individual, and they occasionally stop and turn and make sure you're still following through alleyways into a different, seemingly condemned and abandoned building. And in that building is a hatch. They open the hatch in this floor, and they climb down. Do you follow?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
Warily, yes.
You enter into this large staircase. It's thin, but it's hewn directly from the stone, and it goes down into the darkness further than you can see. And down you go, and it starts to spiral, and down and down you go for what seems like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Time is nothing down here. It doesn't seem like it matters at all. You could have been here for a day already and not known it, and down you go. You must almost be in the Underdark by now. The cold coming up from this staircase is chilling you to the bone. And it opens suddenly into this large cavern with old ancient statues and stonework that you didn't really even know was here. Maybe those proficients with history would have heard of these deep caverns, but you didn't think any of them were in use. You hear humming and chanting, and you smell incense, and there's a strange metal scent on the air. And this figure is leading you down, and it's dangerous. Now, the staircase is thin. There are no handrails, and it is just open to the air 200 feet up. And you descend to the rest of the staircase, and you breathe a slight sigh of relief now that you are on solid ground. And you are led to a chamber with candles and arcane sigils, and the source of that smell that you were smelling on the ground. And there is a single figure standing above that symbol. He, you can tell, is of short stature. He, as you approach, pulls back his hood, meets your gaze. Oh, hello! How are you?
Ah,
That caught me off guard.
put that stick down.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my ears are popping right now.
Oh, yeah, it comes with the depth. I'm sorry. You get used to it in a second. Welcome. Who are you again?
Our name is the Silver Tanks, right?
What? Yes, duh.
I wouldn't know.
We're the Silver Tanks.
Oh, right. Yes. I heard you might be in need of a little bit of help, assistance, manpower, as it were. That's the word around town, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Where are my manners? My name is Akanar. Pleasure to meet you. And he extends a hand out from his robe.
Well met, Akanar. I am Augustus. And he will
pleasure to
carefully take his hand.
Pleasure to meet you. Please, chairs. And 6 fully garbed and hooded cult members slowly and creepily appear out of nowhere, bringing 6 chairs. He waves his wand a little, and a 7th stool just kind of pops up in front of this fire. Well, please, all of you, sit.
I
Thank you for your
prefer to
hospitality.
stand.
Very well, that's fine. You seem to have found the place okay. Is there Any trouble in your descent besides the ears popping? Again, I can't really help that, unfortunately.
Have you ever
Anything-
thought about a slide?
Oh, I have thought about a slide, but how do you get back up? Seems more trouble than it's worth, unfortunately. Can I get you anything? Water, tea, wine, blood?
Hmm?
That's a joke. I didn't land. I'm sorry. I haven't really dealt with many outsiders recently, so you can understand.
The feeling's mutual.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really many to talk to down here when you're the leader of a cult who has where everyone has their tongues cut out. That's
Ooh.
That'll explain the silence of our guide.
Yes, I as leader, I speak for all of the sudden.
Did they, like, their tongues really cut out, like, voluntarily?
That is what our patron asks of us. Well, the majority of us.
Silthorn's mouth is just just visibly open. Huh?
What happens if what happens if something happens to you? Then who speaks for them and your patron if no one has any tongues?
I mean, there's magic in the world that can grow back your tongue. I shouldn't assume that you know these things. I'm sorry.
Perhaps
It's somebody else will take over, and it's happened before. It happened to me.
Perhaps we should get on with the business of the day.
Yes, of course. Seriously, do you need anything to drink? I know that the trip down can be a little. Fine. I can see you're itching to get on with it.
I'll take the tea.
Yeah, a man of culture. All right. One tea.
Oh, that's nice.
And tea is brought to you, Earl Grey, hot.
I inspect it. Like, thoroughly.
He reaches over and flicks him. Don't be rude. Drink your tea.
No, I'm just looking at it, I'm like smelling it,
It smells like proper tea that you would find above ground, maybe a little impotent.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I'll
It's
take a
been
sip.
down in storage for a while. Yeah, it
take a
tastes a little bland, but it's workable tea.
I kind of give him a nod, like, thank you.
Oh, you're quite welcome. We don't have many, but we like to take care of our guests. Anyway, on to business. Augustus, you said, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names. We've heard about you. We have our ears around. We despise the Blue Skulls. We absolutely hate them. They have attacked our organization on a number of occasions and basically helped drive us all the way down here.
Well, that makes two of us.
We would be happy to see them eliminated from the city. We would be willing to help you in that venture if, and I know this might sound like a big if, but we want to see the sunlight. We want to put our toes in grass again. Our patron doesn't ask a lot from us. Certainly doesn't ask all of this. We don't need to be so spooky-ooky, you know?
Yeah, sure.
So what we'd like you to provide us is a home. Above ground, preferably. But a basement would suffice, I'm sure. I'm sure you have a few abandoned structures within your territory, and you can think of a few. We just want a place to worship and serve our patron without fear of attacks.
Prosecution?
Not prosecution. Nothing we're doing is technically illegal, but
Persecution.
Yes, that was certainly an over-exaggerated
persecution is something we have faced. This voice hurts. Is something we have faced above ground, and we would like you to protect us from it. If we throw in with an organization that can defeat the Blue Skulls, I'm sure it won't be too big of an issue.
That is surely a service that we can provide for you and your fellow members here. But just on a basis of getting to know one another, and I certainly hope this isn't too intrusive of a question, but might we know the logistics of that which you serve? You say what you do down here is more than they require of you. What exactly you may be doing within our territory? Just so we know how to properly protect you, of course.
Well, our patron, as any warlock could tell you about their own patron, is that they require servitude and sacrifice, personal sacrifice. We're not kidnappers, of course. That's despite any rumors you may have heard. We've never done that.
Can I insight on that?
Can I insight that?
Yes.
I mean, I'm pretty terrible at this, but I'm wary of everything right now. Everybody could be lying to me now, and they are.
Are they kidnappers or not?
Augustus, you get the feeling that was... They've never kidnapped. They've genuinely never kidnapped anybody, but they have absolutely fucking been accused of it.
I don't feel a bit of pity for him.
We are an organization that all happens to serve the same entity. And they require certain fealties and pageantry. But they don't require us to live underground, like rats.
So
That certainly makes sense.
like human sacrifice, orgy sex.
No, not human sacrifice. Asceticism and silence, obviously, for the majority of our parishioners, as we call ourselves. Sometimes we are asked to go without food, but never for longer than we can survive, of course. I think if we had a place above ground where we could show the world that we are not to be feared, we might bolster our own numbers as well. And that is certainly something that we have our eye on. Not many people come this far underground to join a weird, wacky cult that makes you cut your tongue out.
Yes, that is not something that a mass populace would seek out. But, like you said, perhaps there will be those that are interested, as there evidently are by your presence here.
The dedication to something larger than yourself brings a sort of purity of spirit.
Did we find out exactly what their patron is about? Like,
No,
yeah. So,
you're
what-
free to ask.
what would make somebody like? I mean, I get that you're in a bad place, but like, what would make somebody come all the way down here and want to cut their tongue out to join you? Like, what are you offering to them? What does your patron offer? I guess.
A place in something larger and power to wield, right? You know, we are all full-fledged warlocks, practitioners of magic. We can spin the weave and bend it to our will. I know many people who would want that opportunity, and I know I'm sure some of them would be willing to pay the price that our patron is asking.
Would I know of any, like, just historically, like, of any patrons that require this? Because he hasn't given us any name.
You can make a very difficult history check, or you can ask him.
I'll make a history check. Well, that's a no.
Oop. That's certainly not enough.
D looks absolutely crestfallen right now. And she's like, these ones are the better deal. I want the vodka.
No. D. There is so yes, this is certainly the preferable deal because they certainly seem more powerful and they are asking less of us. That does not mean that we have to completely close off talks with the others. We can still open ourselves to negotiations with them for future association status.
Well, okay. So this
And just generally. Yes.
Why? Sorry, he's like, well, hold on. He points to the little dude again. I assume he's little. He looks little.
This is a no, by the way.
Okay, cool. Great. Finally, I don't have to look up and strain my neck. He's like, why us? Like, why has no one ever given you any kind of shelter or anything before? Like, I get the whole kidnapping thing, which we'll come back to, because you were a little vague on the answer there, I think. Like, why
Don't worry. I believe from the tone of his voice, we could trust him. You're not
To be honest,
his integrity in his home.
To be perfectly honest and self-aware, people are scared of us. People are scared of warlocks in general, but people are very turned off by the idea of a conglomerate of warlocks all to the same patron. You know, despite my insistence that, you know, we don't take. We only ask for things, and if they are not given, then no deal is struck. People still think that we are going to come into their bedrooms late at night and whisk away their children to be blood sacrifices.
Do you have, like, a list of tenants you guys follow or something?
We only follow the rules that are explained to us by our patron.
And your patron again, I forgot their name.
Well, I didn't give you their name because it cannot be pronounced by mortal tongue. The closest proper pronunciation that we can give you would be Karamzialan, which, this immediately perks up your ears because those are Orcish words, meaning crimson eye.
So you're saying you get
It's really the better deal.
you get your tenants from your patron, but you don't have them anywhere for. Well, like, to Augustus's point, we just want to get to know kind of your organization.
To be perfectly fair, and I don't fault you for not understanding this, but our patron can directly speak with us.
And as such, he keeps his will to just you.
Correct.
I believe that makes sense enough, I suppose.
Only those who have bound their soul can hear his words. Sorry, I just got a huge cramp.
Well, you can understand how that would make it kind of a sticky situation for entering into a contract with people. I mean, how you get to know someone and what they not what they believe in, but how far they're willing to go for certain stuff. If we can't share that with each other. Am I wrong here, boss?
Typically, I would like to get the most information out of anybody that I can ever possibly obtain, just because that is my nature. But with this gentleman here, it would be a special case.
If I can ease some of your concerns, I understand that past occurrences are not a good predictor of future ones, but we've never been asked to take anything that wasn't given to us. We've never been asked to hurt anyone outside the organization. Sometimes I will admit, what he asks from us is pain, and we are free to decline his request.
And I do believe that living on the surface would be the worst place for any sort of organization with truly nefarious deeds, because they'd be very exposed to anything that wished to stop them.
Exactly.
And I believe you that you simply wish for a better lifestyle than this, and he just kind of gestures around.
Honestly, I want to put my toes in the grass one more time. At least one more time before he calls me to my rest, as it were.
I guess this will kind of turn to y'all. And now, do we have any further questions for this gentleman?
How powerful are your people? You want to know if
I will answer this question out of character.
Okay.
And say that they are no more or less their combined might is no more or less powerful than that which you would receive from the Grey Ganders.
Okay. Cool.
Anybody else?
Was there ever a time when you were up? Was there something that drove you down here, or were you guys ever, up in the sun?
It's been a few years. There were a few misunderstandings. There were a few murders that were attributed to us. Now, if you've read a paper anytime with, I don't know, year and a half, you've certainly heard of the Carmath Carver, yes? Well, early on, some of their killings were pinned on us. We were a spooky cult that worshipped an old entity that nobody understands. We were an easy target. And the guard got in on it. Some of your contemporaries got in on it. We were forced down here by people who didn't understand and who didn't want to understand.
Can I insight to see if he's telling the truth about not having anything to do with the Carmath Carver?
Crackus wants
Sure.
to do the same.
Are
Both of
you?
you.
You wanna? I've got. I don't know how good you are, but I'm guessing you might be better than me.
Plus this.
Both of you do it.
Yeah, I will. I wanted to help him.
You can't really help on insight checks. It's
Yeah.
not really a Wenry, you can't necessarily read one way or the other. But nothing else he's said has come off less than genuine. Again, you know, I know this is a lot to take in. I'm not expecting an answer right this very second. That would surprise me, actually. And, very few things do these days. I wait for something to have to walk all the way back down here. You get what you get, I'm really I promise that if at any point we don't need to even write a contract about this, we'll back you up. If you call our own, and if at any point you see the need to ask us to leave, or see that we if you see anything nefarious or underhanded that can be attributed to us, by all means, send us back down here with our tail between our legs. You may overpower us.
Dee just kind of snorts at that one. She's like, "Oh, sugar! If you do anything stupid like that, we'll just kill you."
All the more reason.
Yes. Now, you've given us plenty to think about. We appreciate your hospitality. I believe we will most certainly talk amongst ourselves and present you with an answer. Perhaps.
That is all I ask. I hope to join you tomorrow, was it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We expect them to attack tomorrow night.
Well, either way, I wish you the best of luck, and should our paths not cross tomorrow, I hope you don't forget us here. Lead them out! Lead them out!
I get up and I place the cup of tea that they had. It's finished, and I thank you for the tea.
Oh, you're welcome. He takes it from you and drinks from it. It's full again.
Huh? That's like an in-character noise, by the way.
Magic! Ha ha!
Right. Yeah. Nice one.
You turn around and there's a similar hooded figure waiting for you and beckoning you to follow them.
You know, you should really try not to have the whole creepy thing. It's not very approachable.
He asks us to do, honestly. Part of me thinks he gets a kick out of it.
Right.
I can't imagine why anything would ask otherwise.
You know, I'm sure spooky works.
Anyway, goodbye!
Yes.
Bye.
Uh-huh.
So like 3 steps up, he's like, "So where do we want to put them?"
Yeah.
Can we
I
take
think that
photos?
man, ironically, is just about the most genuine man I've spoken with in years.
You know, I'm not the brightest one, but that
This is
seems like a
interesting.
way too good to be true deal.
And there
What
is
this
also
mean?
that.
That.
Oh
I'm
no,
sorry, but
tons
that man was more truthful than you.
of trouble will come from it, but I mean,
The trouble they could bring is a trouble we can get rid of. The trouble, what are they called?
Grey
The
Goose, Grey Ganders.
Yes, thank you. The trouble the Grey Ganders would bring is not something we could ward off. If it were to come, that would be it. We could not get rid of it. If trouble came with the cult, we could, as they even stated, we could just remove them from our territory, and it would most likely get rid of our problems. And, frankly, problems seem like they would be slim to come. Like, honestly, I detest it. They're good, almost. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be fine. We'll put them to nefarious uses.
Oh, yes, of course.
I hear they can enchant weapons.
Whether they know it or not. Yes. Ooh, yes. The old man did say that.
Flame tongue.
As long as they don't try and recruit any of our customers, I don't really see much of an issue.
Yes,
I
yes.
would say to just keep them away.
We will
from the
make
bad
certain to
messages.
draw lines.
I mean, if this fight goes well, we'll have a whole new territory to put them in.
Ooh, you bring a very good point.
I don't suppose we can take both offers.
That is the point where we could, yes.
First
Should we
one,
check their
then
territory?
the other.
Should we check our prisoners? Like, just kind of, just a general, like, are they still here?
Yes, they definitely are.
Okay.
The tiefling
Making
should
sure.
be blind drunk at this point.
Shot or two
you-
shots every hour.
You crack open the door to that secret back room and you're just hit with a wave of vomit smell.
Oh.
And Carrick and Dedeker and he's okay, he's alive, but we're gonna need a mop.
Really?
Hey,
How are you-
we've
How
followed
is he
your
even-
orders, man.
No, I'm not disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in him. How did he even get in the gang?
Well, I mean, I guess he only drinks shitty wine or whatever. I don't know what they have over.
Ugh.
He seems like a pretty fancy boy. I don't think he's had your fucking rot gut that you serve sometime.
All right, well, take him down to 1 shot an hour and see how he does.
Fine. And that mop, please. Where can I find a mop?
Oh, get a mop.
Thanks, D. Love you.
Mop and bucket come.
We're gonna give this guy, like, alcohol poisoning.
We already have.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's way past
I
that.
know. Oh, I'm feared
So-
that he's gonna die. Because...
G has only a few resources for dealing with enemy spellcasters. Incapacitating them is one option.
This man has a BAC of fucking
I mean,
10%.
It's fine.
It's a BAC of 1.
Oh, God.
Actually dead.
Yeah.
Actually, just a full person of alcohol.
He'll be
Just-
fine.
When
Just
you have enough.
a tiefling-shaped bottle of vodka.
When your blood has more alcohol than like a beer can, bad.
So
Now,
Yep.
You have 2 choices before you. You can prepare for tomorrow, and we would do a quick wrap-up scene and be done. Or you can go see the offer from the town guard, Sir Brentford.
I don't think anything the god can offer us will beat either of those deals. Frankly. And perhaps they'd have more manpower.
But
But it's not manpower that's worth it.
Roll me an intelligence check. Yeah, all right.
By the way, you have inspiration from last session, like actual
You have-
inspiration,
That's
Inspiration from actual inspiration.
actual
That's-
inspiration.
You may use that right now. Although from here on out, I will say any DM inspiration that I give out has to be used within the same session because I can't keep track of that.
Oh, okay,
right.
cool.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
In that case,
I-
I'll use it. I'll
you
use
didn't
it
know
now to
that.
clear that slate.
You didn't know that because I didn't say.
Cool.
Hopefully get a better intelligence roll.
It's better.
I mean, technically.
Yeah. So quick wrap up then.
Is that what everyone agrees to?
Sure.
So
Well, not
who-
necessarily a quick wrap up. I'm not trying to speed this to an ending, but you have the evening now. It's probably 6 or 7 o'clock. It's not even dark out yet.
Did the drink hit me yet?
I had hit you in past.
Oh, okay. How bad was it?
Um,
Because Slowthorn doesn't drink. Like he legit
roll me a
doesn't.
constitution. Roll me a retroactive Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Hey, that's not bad.
You didn't fall down the stairs into the Underdark.
Cool, we
you-
didn't lose Silthorn, boys.
Yikes.
You didn't. You did need to. You probably did need to steady him at a certain point for probably like 5 or 10 minutes
Ow.
while he.
The tea was called
just
for then.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was that
Racing.
centered you back up.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, huh.
The rest of you are, unless one of you is anything but a seasoned drinker, you were fine. It was a nice little buzz, slightly more than you were expecting.
Thus the regrets.
So we have the evening to ourselves.
You have the evening to discuss, plan. Doxia said she is willing to deliver your acceptance message to whoever you choose.
Can I pull Augustus off to the side? Just
Yeah.
That Augustus, can he pull you off to
Yeah.
this?
all right. I'll get you into a place like where there like the other people aren't, especially Boludo, out of his sight. So I'm looking for like a hopefully one of the rooms is fine.
You can find such a place. It's not that hard. It's a
Yeah.
big building.
Mhm.
And kind of like going to get you. I guess this I need to talk to you.
I suppose I know what this is about.
I suppose you do. Can we go somewhere where Theo doesn't want?
Yes. I'll
Alright.
explain everything to you now.
Well, you'll need more than an explanation.
I'll do my best.
Alright. I'm guessing we shuffle off to some room.
Yes. Augustus would
You-
bring him
if-
to
if-
personal quarters if need be. Like if there's
if the boss of this gang asks the gang, hey, I need some private space with this person, they're going to give you that private space. No ears, no nothing. You find this space, no problem.
It's been a really long day. A
it
very
has.
long day. I'm gonna put it very, very bluntly. What the fuck?
That is very blunt. So, we brought you into our organization on the cover of you being our tavern player.
Yeah,
You should entertain the folk.
and I did.
That was a half truth. That is an expected role of yours because I believe you enjoy it. The other half, as you have come to learn, is that we are also running a completely fake business. Our supposed mineral baths have no minerals in them, they're all just water. Except for the one with the deep locks, which... Actually, that one's probably gone by now, isn't it?
That explains a lot,
But-
actually.
So... Well, in truth, we are a bath, we are not a mineral bath. So our exorbitant prices are quite unfair. And otherwise, we are also a criminal organization. As you've learned, we go around and interact with them, such as the Blue Skulls gang, which we're trying to currently get off our back. And I very much appreciate all of your assistance you have provided us. You are quite competent, and that is why I have kept you around in my inner circle.
Were you never planning to fucking tell me?
I was hoping I would never have to lead you that far in. But
How?
things came to pass, and here we are.
You know, I'll admit, I'm young and I'm fucking dumb sometimes. I am. But it's really weird for me to think that you seem like a smart man, right? Am I wrong
Like
in
to think
assuming that?
myself.
Is it weird for me to say that that's a really stupid idea?
Trying to trick a child into working for us? Oh, well, maybe not my brightest plan, but we needed good, strong members. You proved capable. I believe that part was smart.
And who the fuck are the Red Wings?
The Red Wings are also a gang larger than the Blue Skulls. They
Oh, great.
helped us start out. I started with them some time ago, and eventually rose far enough in their ranks where they decided they were going to let me go off and start my own little branch.
Why are we not going for them for help then? Why are we going around asking for some weird fucking bootlegger, like a bootlegger?
Because we're at the point where if we go back to them for assistance, they're going to shut us down themselves. Because we'll have proven ourselves incapable of running ourselves on our own, and they will get rid of us and start something anew, most likely. This is just part of business. We need to find our own way to survive without the assistance of the Red Wings any longer. And that is part of what... what's the spy's name? Sorry, I'm so bad.
Daxia.
Remembering. Daxia, thank you. And that is part of why Daxia is here. She came with me from the Red Wings, and she is our current spy master, as you know. She is very good at getting information, and she is our relay between us and the Red Wings. She updates me on their current status between us and what they expect of us.
And all right, fine. And is there anything else that I need to apparently? Because I'm apparently part of a gang. Am I part of Red Wing? Who?
I'm actually, that would be Ben. How owned by
No.
the Red? Like, we're not, right? Yeah.
You are not owned by the Red Wings. They are an ally of yours, but you are not the same entity.
No, you are not owned by them. You're not owned by anyone. Technically, I actually haven't really read over your contract that Baluna made with you.
Yeah, you might need to read over that contract.
But you certainly do not
apparently
belong
that's
to
two
the
of
Red
us.
Wings because I don't belong to the Red Wings. I am an associate of theirs, certainly, but they have been generous enough to not even consider me part of them any longer. Unlike what the Blue Skulls are trying to do to us.
You know, I don't think it's very easy. It's not hard to tell that I'm not exactly a fan of this whole thing.
Which I very much understand. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, not exactly one of my career aspirations to be a criminal.
Oh, it never truly is. Not from the start.
I can't say that will change.
That's unfortunate.
I want to know, and I want your answer. Not Beluto's, not D's, not Wenry's. You're the boss here, yeah?
That I am.
How can I break my contract?
Simply put, I won't let you. You are too important to our organization at this point.
I'm important.
You are strong, capable, and have frankly saved many of my inner circle's lives. Over and over.
Know.
And I would certainly hope it would never come to a point where you truly want to break your contract.
I think that's going to be a real close decision in the next couple of days now. Because I think I'm... We might be going to a fucking death tomorrow. I have people
certainly
that I
not.
care about.
As do we all.
I didn't sign up for this. This was not my plan.
No, I'm sure it wasn't initially. It certainly wasn't my
you say
plan to start a
initially.
gang war.
You say initially as if it's gonna change. Tell me right now, why would it change? Why? Why would I want to go out, risking my life for what? For making money for some arbitrary organization I don't even care about.
Well, you cared enough to stick around with us. As far as today. You had plenty of opportunities to run off.
Because I thought that this was a
backfire,
legit bathhouse, not that we were a gang.
And that is, I suppose, my fault, or our fault for misleading you, yes. Now, as for why you should stay, is that, well, of course your contract can be modified. It is... I'll continue being blunt with you as you've been blunt with me. It was an unfair contract. But now that you've proven yourself, you have earned a spot in my mind amongst my inner circle. We will work and modify your contract to be in a much similar state to D, Beluda, Wenry, and Krakus. You shall be one of us. Truly.
Good to know that it took this fucking long for that.
It's been a decision I've been ready to make.
Oh, so you were going to... Was that how it was gonna be? Like 5 months later? A year?
Well,
How long?
there were
Or
two.
was it just really
there were
gonna
two
be when I
potential
start
paths.
questioning you?
It was either there was the path that you never truly found out. You never truly got wrapped up in the gang's activities and come out with us at all. In that which case, you could have continued acting at it just truly as the bard, and there would have been no problem with that. You would have been none the wiser. It wouldn't have been an issue for you. There would have been no harm brought upon you. Unfortunately, it seems in your mind that you've taken the other route, where you have become affiliated with us. You have continued working with us deeper than just playing on the stage. And whether that was your intention or not, it's what happened.
No, it wasn't. I want to play on stage. I want to entertain people. I don't want to kill people. I don't want to hurt people. I'm one to create stories. My childhood was riddled with weird things as well, probably as much as anyone else. I know the benefits for myself, but none of it meant having to kill someone or having to burn down a house with people in it, or stealing poison that we've been keeping in our fucking basement for months. Why haven't we gotten rid of it?
Because there may be a potential use for it. As gruesome as that may be. I would never use it against a mass populace. I would never have the intentions of killing a city or anything per se evil like that. I'm a criminal, not a monster. That's right. Lost my train of thought.
This is going to be an interesting couple of days. Tomorrow, especially. Is there any way for me to just not to be wrapped up in all? Can I get what I actually signed up? Because that I'd be happy with. I would have no that. But I've said it fucking before. I don't want to kill someone. And I don't want to be involved in.
Typically, I would not allow for such a thing to happen within my own gang. But you, I would allow to be a special case. You truly wish to simply stay with us as a bard, apart from the gruesome combat which you have expressed your dislike for. I shall discuss it amongst the inner circle and come to a conclusion for you, out of respect for all that you have done for us.
Thank you. Can I insight check him on everything that he's entire conversation?
You can. Augustus is being 100% truthful.
Because I'm on edge.
Give me
everything. I'm watching him.
Give me the insight check. Augustus, what is your passive persuasion?
Doesn't matter. I'm watching you like a hawk.
Peyton, are you being entirely honest?
Augustus is being completely true that he will, to the least extent, discuss it with the others.
Fine. That sounds good.
Well, I hope you will stay with us, as I have come to appreciate your company. I will respect it if you do not desire to see bloodshed any longer.
It will depend on how tomorrow goes.
Then let's hope tomorrow goes well.
Am I to be performing tonight?
It is as you wish. How many patrons are in the, or do we have? Putting the DM on the spot.
Regulars only. Everybody understands that this is a very tense night.
Yeah.
But the people who are always there, and not even all of the people that are always there, but those who you expect to be there every single night, rain or shine, or apocalypse, they are there.
Okay.
They would appreciate it if you could soothe their worries, and I believe it may help you as well.
I kind of shake my head. All right.
And then Augustus would just kind of... Yeah, what's the word? Fuck.
From now on,
Show him off.
no more lies.
I can do that. I'll be
Thank
just
you.
as truthful to you as I am with the circle. Which is fairly truthful. To be fair, like, out of character, I'm not sure I've lied to y'all yet. But I have a bad memory.
Right. Gonna be weird sleeping tonight. And I walk out.
Alright. Augustus will then go to the others and kind of describe everything that's happening with Zilthorn.
I go up to my room, I take my loot, because I'm guessing I came in, I put it away. I'm gonna go grab it, and Silthorn is essentially gonna be sitting on one of the tables, and he's just gonna be mindlessly fiddling, not really playing a song, just kind of going along with whatever.
Make me a performance check.
Sure. 23. The vibe that was kind of going through my head is that maybe not exactly on purpose, but subconsciously I'm essentially making a giant melody out of the entire this session and last session. I'm making one song that's kind of going through the entire thing. No words, no lyrics or anything. It's all instrumental.
The 7 or 8 drunks in this bar don't really pay you much mind, except for Doxia, who you've never seen in the bar before, but she watches and listens, and she is moved by your performance. she, whether you've realized it or not, she's definitely been keeping tabs on you. It kind of dawns on you that, oh, she's a spy. That's her job here. She's definitely, made sure I'm not, doing anything. It's the thought that crosses your mind of just like...
The foggy glasses are finally wiped.
Yeah. Yeah, you see her for what she is. But as you are playing and she is listening, you see a tiny glimpse into who she is, because she is moved by your performance now that she knows that you know that she knows that you know, and down the line. And she, if you finish at any point, or at a certain point in the night, as you've, maybe after an hour of just sitting there and listening and drinking, and she walks up to you, and do you make any sort of, go away, or I don't want to talk to you sort of a vibe?
I'm guessing that this is right as they finish.
If you finish at a certain point, yeah, it's right. It's mostly right as you finish playing.
Yeah, the ending would be like really, really heavy strumming, which then goes into very lonely, almost like high notes, and then it kind of just trails off. I would just look up to her, not really say anything, but maybe expecting something.
She puts a hand on you. She walks up to you. She puts a hand on your shoulder. You're going to make the right choice. Sorry, she has an accent. You're going to make the right choice, dear. I believe in you.
Thank you. I believe so.
And she leans in very, very close. Uncomfortably close. And whispers, "Say hello to your mother for me." And walks away.
I stare at her. I just get up and Silthorn is a very animated man. He's not good at lying with his face. right when he's gotten to it, especially when he's not in a situation where he has to lie. And you can kind of just see like a story of, and then he just goes upstairs. And you don't see him for the rest of the night.
And I think that's where we're going to call it for the evening. On the eve of battle for your very livelihood, maybe even your very lives. Have you made a decision as the group?
Cultists?
I'd say
Cultists are the best bet in
Cultists.
every regards.
They seem shady as shit, to be honest. These guys are too good.
Yeah, it seems very too good to be true, but at the same time, like, he was very genuine.
I know.
I do like the bootleggers, but certainly
Bootleggers would
there's
be good, and like as an actual like criminal organization to be working with.
Also,
Yes.
potential business with booze.
I feel like it's a good calculated risk.
Yeah, it's more risky than the cultists, but the cultists are easier to get rid of and also blame.
There's a couple of factors. I mean, they could all die helping
Yeah,
us.
hopefully
And
not.
you know what we do? We're storing poison, 2 barrels of poison in our basement. I mean, what's some more alcohol?
Actually, it's three and 3/4 of a barrel.
Yeah, right. So like,
True.
eh,
That is very true.
I feel like we kind of already are towing that line of illicit stuff in our.
Position.
Yeah,
I would
exactly.
vote cultists personally.
Alright, so we got one vote one way, one vote another way. D said cultists, right?
D is on the cultist side.
So 2-1. Wenry. Wenry. Or Sin.
Hmm?
Out of commission.
Oh.
Cultists or bootleggers.
Or town guard if you're feeling frisky.
No.
Or both.
Yeah, I wish both, like a lower capacity on the bootleggers to start off with. But since it sounds like we can only choose one,
You can only choose one at this juncture.
and both are exactly the same in terms of powerful and numbers, correct?
Correct. One is a strong calculated risk. The other is, or the one is a significant but calculatable risk. The other is a wild.
Oh man, Joe, what? Did you vote yet?
If I was roleplaying my character, be against speaking. But
I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah,
I
I
vote for
didn't.
the cultists.
Alright.
That I heard.
So
The vote
weird.
comes out.
I mean, I do like the idea of the bootleggers, and I agree with Beludo / Craig in that I think they align better with our business.
So do I.
But I kind
the
of like the
potential
wild
risk.
card. And they're like, we'll just leave, just tell us to leave. And I'm like, well, that's kind of...
Also, as somebody who thrives in chaos and anarchy, a wild card is. But. Yeah. So I think we're gonna go with the cultists.
I was
Yeah.
totally expecting you to curveball it and be like, City Guard.
Actually, you know what? No, we're not even getting help.
Decided.
We're not even getting help.
We're going it alone. Screw these guys.
We were only told 4 times we couldn't make it out without him. So we'll do it anyway.
Yeah. We'll prove them all wrong.
We're investing our money in oil flasks and torches. This town is going down.
Beautiful. Okay. Hey, and I finally got all my spell slots now.
All right.
All right.
That happened.
Thank you all so much for this. I really enjoyed making this session for you, even though it was kind of a, I don't want to say a necessarily boring session, because I think a lot happened. Do we have any thoughts on the skills challenge and how that went?
I think that was fine.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Definitely glad we didn't go for the 20. Because that would have taken a
That would have
long.
taken so long.
Yeah. So
Thank you, whoever warded us off of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was.
I don't.
I think it
either.
was kind of a group effort.
Yeah. Well, I did say a D10 first, but I said D20.
Yeah, you were
then
the
D10,
first person to say. You were the first person to say D10.
But it was convincing from everyone. Yeah. Honestly, we should have gone with the with the D4. We would have been done in like not even the first round.
Oh my god.
No, there's
Well,
a plus.
I did
There's a plus something.
I did design it so that everyone would have to have a turn.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Yeah, very specifically. Very specifically wanted to give everyone a turn. Pass or I mean, unless the first like 5 of you just absolutely ate it, and then at that point, like, you know, I feel like it would be very well within my right to say, okay, you failed the skills challenge. Go run away
Go
with your tail
die.
between your legs. Yeah.
You must die.
Well, thank you all so much for again what I thought was a very fun session. If it feels like I'm vamping at all right now, it's because I turned 29 in 2 minutes.
Happy birthday.
Yo,
And
happy birthday.
And I want
You're
to very
old.
and I want to very specifically say that you have made this special for me, and I wanted to deeply thank you all.
Oh,
Thank you for DMing for us.
we should be we should be thanking you. And I'm very
It's a
sorry, I
whole
don't know how
bunch
to play Happy Birthday on the game.
That's okay.
You
Please
should've told me,
don't.
I would have learned
Please don't stumble through it right now. I'm not big on my birthday, but
Oh,
you know,
can't,
it
trust me.
you know, it meant something to have you all here with me.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Dark Isle tomorrow night, right?
Yes.
Excellent. I will need to figure out what the fuck you guys did last time.
We got a crown.
All right.
Oh, right.
Gonna stop the stream on this note. Happy birthday, Ben.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.